Hello, hello, guys. Hello, replay watchers. You seem to be who is with me right now. If you don't see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me, all right? Do not send a donation on the replay unless you just want me to have it, okay? So I love and appreciate you, and I thank you for tuning in on the replay. It totally adds up, and it's wonderful when I do receive the random donation on the replay. However, please notice if this is the live video or not, because I will be doing free and pay for guaranteed readings on this broadcast. Let me jump into my secondary. Hi, Lizzie. How you doing, girl? How are you today? Hi, Sissy. Hi, Pam. Hi, Belinda. Fantastic. Hey, Sandy, just a second. The PayPal is at Spirit Speaks to Me. The donation links are in the description box, okay? And this is free as drawn by Spirit or pay for guaranteed reading on this live broadcast. The options are scrolling on the ticker. They're also on in your description box, and I will come to you as soon as I'm done here to explain everything. Hi, Cindy Ryan. Hi, Allison on YouTube. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda, I'm on my page on Facebook. Hi, Naomi. Naomi, I have you as second on the list today. Thank you so much for your donation, honey. All right. Hey, well, I guess sound is good. What do we think? That's good. Hi, Natalie. Hello, friends. Hello, everyone. I can see you, Rhonda Crawford, on YouTube. I can see you there. So let's just say real quick that this is an 18 and over broadcast because I'm an 18 and over kind of person, all right? Sometimes I cuss and sometimes I vape and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. Now, I am doing free readings as drawn by Spirit, but I'm also giving priority to a guaranteed list. If you do choose to get your name on the guaranteed list, you would pick your option, send that amount to my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and then all in caps, put into your comments wherever you're tuning in on me, because I can see all comments here on my computer. Let me know the amount, put donated all in caps and the amount. That way I can put you down and I know what spread or what option you're going after. I do have 4 different options today, ranging from $10 all the way up to $25. And these will get you a guaranteed reading on this broadcast, a guaranteed message on this broadcast. I already have 2 people on my list. I'm going to start with them with free readings in between, and I'll continue as others are added. My first option is $10, and this will be an A, B, and C tarot spread. 3 cards, A, B, and C. A is where are you at right now? B is where do you want to be? And C is how do you get there? Okay, so that's your A, B, and C tarot spread. That's a $10 reading here on this live video. Whether you're here or not, I will do the reading here on the video, and it's always intact on the replay. Okay, because sometimes like people fall asleep or they get pulled away or whatever. So if you donate, your reading will be on this video right here on my page on the replay. So $10 for that A, B, and C tarot spread. My $15 option. Rhonda, I was not even live last night, honey. So I don't know where you sent $83 in stars to, babe. Yeah, I wasn't live last night. So I'm not sure who you sent that to. Okay, so my my $15 option is going to be my 5-card stud tarot spread. The first card is what are you shedding? The second card is what is the truth? The third card is what is your understanding? The fourth card is what do you desire to happen? The fifth card is what to do next. Okay. And my $20 option is going to be a personal mediumship message. You just let me know who you'd like to hear from. I hope that that is the person who shows up for you, but I will get you a mediumship message regardless. It's usually pretty good about that. Okay. But I can't guarantee it because I can't say that that's who's going to come through, but I'll do my best and I will definitely get you a personal mediumship message of your own. And that's my $20 option. And my $25 option today is going to be, my Lucky 8 tarot spread. This is in my shop. It's actually in my shop for $30, but it's on sale. 25 on this live broadcast. Lucky 8 goes into your current energy. What is holding you back? Other people's perspective. What is the strength that you have? What is the weakness that you may have? What is something else to consider? Potentially a challenge. What are your best next steps? And in the bottom of the deck, that's in your heart and at your core. All of that paints a beautiful picture of spiritual guidance for you regarding whatever's going on right now. So feel free to send your $10, $15, $20, or $25 donation to my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Those links are in your description box. Gina's dropped them into Facebook, and it's also scrolling across the ticker. I'm at Spirit Speaks, the number 2, me. When you do that, put donated all in caps with the amount into the chat and make sure that I see you so that I add your name to the guaranteed list. Currently on my list, I have number 1, Heidi Van Lanningham. Number 2, Naomi Jocks. And it looks like I've got a couple more to add. Sissy, you're the 3rd on my list for the 5-card stud. Thank you. Awesome. Let's settle in for a minute, guys. I need to light my Palo Santo. I got some new decks and stuff, and so I want to smudge them real quick. And it's been a day, let me tell you. Did I break this? Really? I know Mercury's in retrograde, right? What is the deal? No, it's locked. Oh my gosh. We're going to pause a moment. I'm still live with torches and everything. I apologize, guys. It was out of fuel. I lost people. Sorry, friends. Hi, everyone. Let me say hello. Whew. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you. Yes, it's been a little crazy, hasn't it? Hi, Gail. Hi, Lynn. Gina, love you. Oh, Cindy. All right, I'll check it out. Let's see. Oh, yes, Cindy. I see you there. And Sandy also. Let me add you, lady. Look at this thing. It's just burning. I'm just going to let it. Hey, cleanse the energy. Purify the energy spirit. Thank you. Okay, Cindy. Cindy Ryan. I've got you down. Thank you so much for your donation. Sandy Baird, I've got you down too, darling. Thank you so much for the energetic exchange. Guys, I am a regular real person just like you. This is my job. I don't have another job. This is what I do. So when you guys donate in exchange for a reading, it does help me to pay my bills and all the other things. So thank you so much for the energetic exchange. Thank you for supporting me in all the ways that you do, because it really does make a difference in my life. So thank you. I'm a real person just like you guys. And when you do send those stars, man, that makes a difference in my life too. It all adds up. Once a month, Facebook sends me the stars that you give me, and it really does make a difference. So thank you guys so much. I do want to say one more reminder. This is an 18 over broadcast. I'm feeling a little sassy. I'll just say that. I took a late nap because I caught a headache quite suddenly at just 2 hours ago, and I've slept and gotten back up since then, and I'm ready for readings. I'm ready for you guys. But this is an 18 over broadcast because I cussed and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things, all right? And if you're a sensitive individual, so am I, but I got a little bit of a hard exterior, okay, a little edge to me. And if that offends you, I apologize, but there are plenty of readers out there who are a little softer, a little fluffier, a little lighter, but I'm a real person, I tell you like it is, and I tell you like it comes through, because that's how we better our lives. And I'm Heidi 3 drinks today. I've got a coffee, a rock star, and a water, just in case. And look at that shit. I let it go out, and I didn't smudge my cards like I said I wanted to. Thank you guys for your patience. I do love and appreciate you and all the patience that you have with me. My memory is not always the greatest when I first wake up. I've been awake for, I don't know, over an hour now. However, I don't know, it does something different to me. I have a medical condition, which some of you know about. And if you don't, I guess that you're not going to know, because I ain't telling you this time. That's part of my sassiness today. You'll have to follow my page and watch me again if you want to find out. You probably like, I've seen it. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I don't care. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So I did get a couple of new decks. I got another Light Seers Tarot and another Talking to Heaven. That way I could have one at the office and one at home, because I'm in my home studio with you guys right now. However, sometimes I function in my local office. So those are some of the decks that I was just smudging. And I got a new one, the Unfolding Path Tarot. Ooh. Does that make you want to snap your fingers? Come on, man. I'm loving this. I can't wait to use it today for you guys. I'm already feeling hot. I'm going to have to take this jacket off. Whew. Oh boy. Thank God that spirit shows up no matter what, right? Thank God that spirit shows up no matter what. My heart is very golden, but sometimes my mouth, not so much. You know what I mean? But hey, we're all human people. Oh, Rhonda, thank you, darling. So glad that you love the deck. That matters to me, man. I have my deck right here too. Gail, I see you. Adding you to the list, hon. Thank you for your donations, Gail. I love sitting with you guys. I really do. Yes, Gail. I just got you, darling. I just got you. Is Heidi here? Heidi Van Lanningham, are you here, sweetheart? Heidi was the very first person who sent in a donation several hours ago, and I would like to know if Heidi Van Lanningham is here. If not, I'm going to pull a couple of quick cards real quick. Belinda Knight Mendoza. Oh, that's crazy. Belinda Knight Mendoza. I've got a couple cards here. This is interesting. Okay, so this is the way I read it first. Spirit gave me a bit of a message for you here. Finding is the card, and closure, but upside down. All right, so Belinda Knight Mendoza, I'm speaking to you right now. You're here. I love you, darling. Thank you. Spirit wanted me to say there's something that you've been searching for, some kind of closure or information or misinformation that you would like clarified in your life. And it seems like you've been holding kind of a space for this and trying to wrap your head around this, wanting some kind of closure. But Spirit is saying to make peace with what you don't know, because that's holding you back from greater blessings in the future. Okay. Sometimes we're tied up and I have to find this out, or I need to make this work, or I have to have this information. And you're on this search instead of missing the path ahead of you. All right. So Spirit is saying, Belinda, to make peace with the unknown at this time. Okay. Because it's not changing anything at all. There are blessings on the horizon for you if you just trust Spirit, that you can step fully into the future without having to hold on to that. It's some kind of a self-protection thing, or an I can't let this go kind of a thing until I know. But Spirit is saying, let it go even if you don't know. And the clarity may come to you, let alone the energetic blessing of lifting that off of you and allowing an influx of new positive energy for yourself. Belinda, that's what I have for you, darling. I hope that resonates, sweetheart. Hi, Kathy Castelletti. Sending love to you, girl. So glad to see you here. And Gypsy Angel is here. You guys are the best. I have all kinds of different options tonight, guys. Get on my guaranteed list. Get on the guaranteed list by sending in your donation and putting donated all in caps. Rhonda K. I'm also going to give you a quick message here, honey. Heidi Van Lanningham, I don't see you. I'm going to move to the next one on my list if I don't see you, and I'll get you at the end. So, Rhonda, this is very interesting here. This whole stack fell for you, and I'm just going to give it to you, okay? Because I understand that you have like a complex situation going on. All right. So this whole stack fell for you. The first one is family. Family. And I love how all of those hands they're all a chain. It's unbroken, right? And there's the same old moon that we've always been looking at forever. Even that moon from way back when until all the way now, right? The time that has passed, the people that are still there, the love that is still in our hearts, even though it may be shrouded by different things, things that have happened in this world. Now, these ones came, but they were all reversed, Rhonda, which is I know that you love your family. I know that your family is a huge concern in your life and a great part of where your attention is focused and a large part of the stress that you have, because you simply just want the best for you and your family, for them, even above you, right? I know this and I feel this, sweetheart. Family was there for you, okay, right here on the front. These other cards were reversed, all right? So reversed indicates, let's stay away from these kinds of things at this time, all right? The card is new beginnings. New beginnings. So Rhonda, I feel like it's a good idea to abstain from those big giant changes and new beginnings at this time. You're focused in the right areas to bring stability and harmony to you and your family unit. Okay. So those new beginnings, maybe you've declined some offers, okay, or shifted your focus and decided to turn away from some things that you may feel bad about, right? But because you chose to focus on family, that was what was most important to you. And Spirit is saying that was exactly the right thing to do. That was exactly the right thing to do. I love that you just moved, okay, but this is different. I feel like this was a new beginning that would pull you away from family. Okay. This new beginning was something that would have pulled you away from family. That's how I feel. And I feel like you declined it. All right. And you stuck with the family because that's what's important to you. I also have here spirit guide, peace and life purpose. Now, all of these things, I must say, this spirit guides, our spirit guides are always with us. However, this would be your, individual attention or an individual connection with spirit, with higher self, with the divine. I feel like this is kind of on pause for the moment. Okay. This is just on pause. They're always with you. We always know that we're always divinely guided and protected. However, you're focusing on real stuff right now that having to do with the family. All right. So we're not reaching to the otherworldly, spirit guides that we might do in other times when life seems to be okay. And then we can think about doing extra. This is extra. I feel like extra. And it's not necessary at this time. I must also say this peace. The peace is going to be hit and miss, all right? Because sometimes when we're dealing with family, heightened emotions, this and that, not always going to be cultivated a whole ball of peace. But I tell you, the peace that you have, or the peace that is retained between you and the group, like you guys are going to heal one another in connection and be able to, oh boy, be able to, enjoy peaceful experiences, like enhanced peaceful experiences, even though when we do come together and have clashing or argument or whatever, like family does, in the absence of peace is healing. Okay, healing to bring in more harmony and positivity. Okay, so Spirit wants to remind you of that, and life purpose, I feel like, is also on hold at this moment because this all comes first. Whew, that's really what I feel. And I have no peace at the moment, just anxious. Yes, I want to say to you, Rhonda, that Spirit is saying you're focusing on all the right things, and this is what's being illuminated right now, so that you can be fully present. All right, and those other things will come into play later for you and others. Okay, when the time is right. For now, you're doing all the right things, and I really apologize, guys, but I have got to answer a phone call. Oh boy, I think I can mute myself. How was that? I don't think you got to eavesdrop on my conversation. Guys, I'm sorry. That's super rude. But, like I had a family member who called me and they never call me. And I know I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're heading over. So it's nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I'm sorry if that was rude. I lost 5 people. But hey, you know what? I'm a real person just like you guys. So if you needed to take a call, who can read lips? It was my sister. No big deal. She's got to swing by some food for the snake. My son has a little snake. Okay, Heidi, are you here? I'm going to get back into my secondary here. I don't see you. In fact, that's what I need to do. Maybe not. Gail can read lips. What I say, Gail. You're welcome, Rhonda. Sending love to you, girl. Sending love to you, girl. I feel like everything's going to be okay, honey. I just want to say that you are in divine care. Got to listen to your intuition, inner knowing. All right. Naomi. Naomi, are you here? Oh, Naomi. Yes, girl. As soon as I read that, like, all this and that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I definitely feel like, yes, yes, yes. Naomi. Naomi, I'm going to connect in with your lovely energy, sweetheart. And just to be safe, we are going to make sure I shift my attention to the spirit world and see if your manly man in spirit will come forward for you. This is interesting. Okay. Would he wear a fedora? I feel like he's trying to be sexy or something. I see like it tipped down. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I saw that suddenly just now. Like that makes me think of like, 90s love jams. You know what I mean? Like Usher and some of those other um artists. Who am I thinking of? Oh shucks. That's something he would do. Thank you, Naomi. Yes, always trying to be sexy with you. Yes, I can feel that here. And that is the thing last night. Yes. With the ear, honey. The thing with the ear last night, I felt like it was a romantic thing. And then he steps in with a sexy hat on, like, hey, girl, ding, ding, ding. Now, let me tell you what you want to do to you. I don't know. I can't think of the words, right? Oh, boy. I hear that Nice and Slow by Usher. Okay, let me take you to a place nice and quiet. Oh gosh, I'm not singing this. He's making me bashful. Yes, Naomi, he's absolutely trying to romance you from the spirit world, love. Ooh, wanting to show up and have that intimate loving relationship with you still, and you have it. Like he's like, oh yes, we do, we have it, and he wants you to recognize that it is real, that the two of you have a special bond that can never ever be broken. You know this. Now the card is, now I have no pain. OMG, that's totally him. I'm glad. Thank you, God. I'm a very modest person, and I don't talk about these kinds of things, but sometimes your past loved ones do, and it makes me a little bit bashful. Um, Thank you, Gina. Yes, so I love this. Now I have no pain. I do feel like some of the physical restrictions of life really could weigh on him. The routines he would always do the most. Love that. Love that. He loves you so much, girl. The routines that kept him in bondage, some unhealthy coping mechanisms or habits that kind of could have even pulled the two of you apart from times, made him act kind of like in different ways. Okay. These are the kinds of pains that he talks about, the pain in his heart, the pain in his heart. He's also speaking out the letdown, honey. He's telling me that even after his physical pain was gone and absolved, and he was lifted from the body. Oh, I love that he has no more pain. He had PTSD from being a veteran. He definitely was a firecracker at times. Oh yes, I can feel it here from him, and his undying, never-ending love for you, Naomi. And I want to say, even after that physical pain, the shroud of physical pain was lifted from him, the body and everything else. Even after that, he says there is an aspect of mourning in his heart for the two of your lives. His life was cut short, his lifetime with you. He wasn't ready to go. He didn't want to leave you, as much as the situation is what it is. Okay. In his heart of hearts, there was grief, painful grief, because he wishes he had more time with you, hon. And he wants me to give you this one too. Wow, it was just on top. He's like, give her that one on top. I always give you a kiss goodnight and a nuzzle in the ear and all the other things to let you know that he is with you. Now he's showing me a flag waving. So do you have his flag? Where's his flag? He didn't want to leave me at all. I don't feel like you have his flag. What is this? Is there something here on his face? Something right here on the cheek? He's bringing my attention to like a scar or a mark or something on his face. Oh, fantastic. His mother kept everything, but I was able to get a tiny flag. Oh, good. He's bringing me to that flag. Of course, of course. I'm glad you got a tiny one, and he knows that you have it. I see him. Where are you? It's almost like he's sitting on bleachers, and I can see a flag, an American flag, right there in that area. Is this somewhere you've gone with him? Metal bleacher. It's almost like a stadium of some sort. Like you see the sky behind him, and I see the flag waving right there, like in that area, like a school potentially. Naomi, is this where you guys met? Hello and welcome in, guys. Now, this manly man that you have, he has a birthmark on that cheek. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Naomi's loved one in spirit. I don't know this. I don't know this about him. He has a birthmark on this cheek. He said there was something right there. I don't know this, but he's like, just mention it. Talk about it. She knows. He was all about flags. I gave him a picture, one of a kind from the World Series, the Braves. Wow. Fantastic. He's bringing me to that picture of the flag in the stadium, right? Wow, such beautiful evidence, Naomi. I got chills right now, sweetheart. I got chills. He loves you so much. He loves you so much. And he's looking in the distance, looking in the future. He knows all of the wonderful things that you still have yet to do. And he wants you to know that he'll be right beside you, supporting you every step of the way. You are unstoppable, woman. Unstoppable, he says. Wow. I see all of your thoughts. Wow. It had a flag waving. His uncle takes pictures for National Geographic, and his uncle gave me a photo of that moment. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. He knows this, love. He knows this. OMG, he told me all the time, I'm unstoppable, and you still are. You still are. He really wants to express that. He says, you can do all things. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way. And I know when you're thinking of me. So believe me when I'm sharing myself, my thoughts, my feelings with you as well. If there's anyone who could understand me from this side, it's you. It's you, my love. I've never left and I never will. Oh, Naomi. Sweetheart, darling, I'm going to leave all of his beautiful love with you today, dear. And he's excited for your future. He's very excited. Thank you, sweetheart. I thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, honey. I'm going to disconnect. This made me cry. Those are his words exactly. Yes. He loves you more than anything. More than anything. Thank you. Now, guys, I hate to be rude, but I need to pause just one moment because my sister's outside and I've got to grab that. I'm sorry. I went as fast as I could, you guys. I was trying to be quick. I'm so sorry. Yes, the energy is absolutely nuts, Kathy. You're 100%. Okay, Kathy, I'm going to add you to the list. Thank you, Kathy. Sissy. Whew. Thank you, guys. I'm still huffing and puffing. It's quite a trek down to the road and back, and whew, I try to be fast. Thank you for encouraging the share, but things are so crazy. I'm like, forget it. Share if you want. I don't care. This is really unorthodox. This is not how I usually am. But yes, the energy pattern has been totally crazy. I don't mind. It would take something. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you. I love you, and I appreciate you being here. Sissy, take a break and sit. Which one? I got all the best drinks with me. I've been pulled this way and that way. All kinds of different things going on, man. It's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes I feel like these are the tests. Like when you're playing a video game, and you get really close to the end of the level, it gets harder and harder, and then you got to keep up and make sure that you stay on top of everything. Like that's how I feel right now. Like we're almost to an up leveling. That is how I feel. That's why things are ramping up. That's why we've got to keep step and try to be, try to maintain and keep on top and all these things. Like it seems that way. So I feel like it's got to be because it's going to get better and expansive. That's how I feel. Sissy, I'm with you, honey. You got a 5-card stud. Thank you. I felt like I deserved a couple new shirts, so I invested in that. Sissy. Right. You poor thing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Picked it for myself. All right, Sissy, you got a 5-card stud here coming. Let me deal these out for you. I'm using a new deck. Ooh. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Sissy, these are different cards. Let them see you see them. That's your 5-card stud right there. Honey, have you taken a blow to your pride recently? Sissy? This first card, what are you shedding? This is Major Arcana card number 20, the Judgment. No, you have not. Judgment is about recognizing our worth and our standard, okay? And maybe seeing ourselves as different from other people in some kind of ways. Judgment is a very good card to have, but the fact that this is what you're shedding at this time tells me that you may be in a space of accidentally compromising. Okay. This judgment would be like, I've reached a certain standard and I'm sticking to it. But the fact that I'm shedding this might seem like, oh no, I have to give a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't know that I'm still worth whatever this could be, but I'm going to have to compromise. That's how I feel here. The fact that you're shedding judgment is like, I see things differently now, or I'm not so, set on this one goal, this one plan, this one path, okay? Because judgment indicates like I know the path, I'm on my way, right? And maybe shedding this could be like I'm kind of up in the air, all right? Maybe I don't quite know exactly what the future holds. See how she's got white eyes there, and then she's got some white feathers here and around her head. I'm just feeling like maybe you're just shedding the fact that you may not know what the divine plan is for yourself, right? I can see the purity there and all the lines and the feathers in the card. And sometimes we might have a vision of what life was supposed to look like way back when, and we hold this vision for however long, and we get some certain place and go, well, my life still doesn't look like that. I guess I've gone wrong somewhere. I've done something wrong. However, that vision was set up so long ago that it's not even in alignment or resonance with who you are now, here and today. So recognizing this and reevaluating with fresh eyes. This is what I feel here, sissy. This would be beneficial to you. So what is the truth here? The Knight of Pentacles. The truth is that everyone has a path to live on, and everyone's path is uniquely their own. All right. This Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. However, it's because what he's building is tangible and lasting. Okay. He's building something that is physical and real. Okay. It's not delusive thoughts or feelings. It's not actions that he's taking. He's building an empire for himself. He's moving into brighter, healthier states of being, a lifestyle to his choosing. And I say he because I don't know why I say he. Says, I know you're a woman. Anyway, the knight on this card is even a woman as well. So I don't know. Maybe this is the masculine energies of you putting, efforts toward your goals, okay, and not feeling guilty about it, okay, because the truth is that we all have a path. And the truth is we all grow and expand, and we all change, and we form new desires, new ways that we connect and relate with life. I feel like, sissy, sometimes this could be like I'm outgrowing the old life that I've been living, right? And I feel a little bit guilty about it, because it might take me away from others or away from the path that I thought I would always be on. I'm having to speak up about this, and it's uncomfortable for me. I'm having to tell people I'm not going to be there, or this kind of thing. Maybe not, maybe not. This Knight of Pentacles also, sissy, make sure that he blesses others as he moves on. He doesn't want to burn bridges. He doesn't want to hurt people. He gives the 2-week notice. He makes sure that everyone's okay with him moving along his path, and that's you. Okay, so this is the truth. You're going to move on. You're going to expand, up level, and upgrade your life and your circumstances. What is your understanding of this? Oh boy. Major Arcana card number 15, the Devil. I feel like I'm hurting people. That's so different. This truth and this understanding is so different. That's you with your money and your houseplant and a smile on your face, just being able to live in the way that you would like to. And this is your understanding. When I live for myself, I hurt people. No matter what I do, everyone will be upset, right? I won't be there to carry them or pay their bills or let them cry on my shoulder, whatever. If I choose me, people get hurt. I'm a bitch. I'm selfish. It's wrong, right? That's what I see in these cards. But your understanding is so far off from the truth. I hope you see this with your eyes, and I hope you feel this with your heart, because you are meant to expand and move along your unique path and journey that doesn't demonize you. I feel like others may demonize you, or you may demonize yourself. Recognize that you don't make or break anyone. If you're moving away from others, they're going to take up the space in their life to become the adults that they need to be so that they can grow and thrive. You're not harming anyone by choosing you and moving in the direction of your dreams and your goals. Oh boy, let me see, guys. Gina, let me put you on the list, Gina. And Tiffany, thank you. Thank you guys for your donations. Appreciate you so much. These are lovely cards, aren't they? All right. What is your desire? Okay. This is the Five of Swords. And this person looks pretty battered and weathered and stuff. And the fact that this is your desire, I almost feel like maybe you want to have all the swords, like I want to hold all the swords and take them. I would take the pain. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I feel like. I would take your pain away. If I could, I would. I will hold this grief and guilt for you, right? I almost feel this here, honey, but it's not necessarily healthy. It doesn't help other people by taking things onto yourself. Okay, like I said, those other people must deal with their own stuff, and I feel like your desire is to deal with it for them, or to take their pain away. Or even this could be isolating yourself from others. This could be you like, fuck the world, I just need distance, I want you away from me. Okay, this could be your understanding. You could even feel in your heart of hearts like others are terribly toxic for you. All right. And the truth is, the truth is that you are allowed to move in your own direction, and you're understanding that they are toxic. Maybe they are. That's why your desire is to walk away. See those tiny people there? I don't want nothing to do with anybody. All my wounds, I'm taking them with me. I don't care. I'm leaving you guys over there because I can't deal with your shit and my shit. Okay, that's what I feel here, sissy. And this is crazy. What do you do next? Major Arcana card number 6, the Lovers. Okay. Love yourself the way that a lover would. And if people do not treat you with that level of respect, that level of dignity, that level of honor, that level of compassion, that level of love, okay, then they have a different place in your life. When you love yourself to the, that's what it is. This judgment that is shedding. I said there's some kind of compromise going on. You're allowing yourself to be immersed in toxic energy, even though you know that it's bad for you, because you're afraid to let go, or you can't detach, or whatever this is. So you're shedding this judgment. I'm too good for this shit. That's why it's in the shedding position. I'm like, what are you shedding your judgment for, girl? You know that this is not good for you. But you're having a questionable experience here about the healthy boundaries and pulling away, and how do I do this? You do this by loving yourself more. You have to. You have to love yourself the most. Otherwise, other people will step all over you. And when you love yourself the most, then when other people come into connections with you, you recognize, are you loving me or not? And if it's not, then I know exactly what to do with you, Jack. Okay, sissy, that's what I have here. Love those who love you and cut those loose who don't. That is what to do next. Yep, I'm trying to do that now. Love yourself enough to stay away from toxicity. And recognize that when you keep your beautiful soul essence, your beautiful energetic frequency, your beautiful light away from toxicity, that it has time to heal and grow on its own. Otherwise, it's just siphoning from you and keeping itself alive in a toxic way. So you can love those people the most by setting them free, so that they may heal on their own and grow with spirit, because it's not happening right now as it sits. And this isn't just about romance. This is a lot of different places. You know what I'm talking about, girl. It's up to you. Sending love to you, sissy. Thank you for your donation. And thank you to everyone who has sent donations today. I am a real person just like anyone else. I don't have another job. This is what I do. So when you send in a donation or you send in stars, this all does help me out tremendously. So thank you so much. Sissy, that was for you. Cindy Ryan, I'm glad you feel the message. I appreciate that. Lori Radford, good to see you, hon. Lori, you got locked out of Facebook, huh? Good to see you tuning in on YouTube. And if you guys, hear something that you needed to hear, then Spirit drew you here for a reason. All right, so take that as your own. Let yourself have it for free even. You're welcome. Let's see. Is Cindy here? Cindy Ryan? Let me tell you my list real quick. I do have Heidi Van Lanningham. Cindy's here, good. But Heidi, I have not seen you, so you better speak up, girl. Cindy Ryan, Sandy Baird, Gail Rivers, Kathy Castelletti, Gina Wright, Tiffany Tisdale. That's the list right now, the guaranteed list. And I thank you all for your donations. My car's tags are due and I got to smog it. And I'm a real person like you guys. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for helping me to have smog and tags so that I can get back and forth to my office and everything else. Kathy, you're leaving, darling? Do you want me to catch you at the end of the video, dear? That's right, Pam. You get to choose. People don't just aren't allowed to have free access to wonderful you, especially when you don't care for the way that they are behaving in connection with you. You get to say, guess what? This ain't worth my time, my effort, my energy, my heart, my money, whatever. All right. Well, Kathy Castelletti, I'll catch you at the end of the video. Cindy Ryan, do you want to pick your deck? Cindy, I think I want to go ahead and use these ones. Catch me another time. Okay. Okay, Kathy. We will do that, darling. Thank you. Sending love to you, dear. I'll see you tomorrow. Mediumship only tomorrow, right here on my page. 2 hours before this time that we are at right now, guys. So if you keep an eye on my page, make sure that you follow my page so you don't miss anything from me. Tomorrow I'm live right here for mediumship only readings, mediumship of past loved ones only. There are no guarantees on that broadcast, so you just show up and hope for the best, and spirit will draw me to whomever has the message to hear. But that will be tomorrow right here on the page. Today you're lucky. Today I happen to have several options scrolling across the ticker and right there in the description box for you. Cindy Ryan, I've got your A, B, and C tarot spread here, darling. And I use the Light Seers Tarot. Good night, Kathy Castelletti, you darling. Love you, girl. This is funny. Cindy, you've got an A, B, and C tarot spread here. I'll just lay it like that. That's the A, the B, and the C, like that. You've got an A, B, and C tarot spread here. This was a $10 donation option. Cindy Ryan, thank you for your donation. Spirit is speaking to me about this one right here, Four of Cups in the A position. Okay, so the A is where you're at right now, Four of Cups. That is slightly dissatisfied by where you find yourself in life, okay, or in your day or in your heart. Okay, there are many different ways that this can land, but Cindy Ryan, you know where in your life you're a little stagnant, stale, boring, dissatisfied, okay, with whatever you have going on. This Four of Cups, see how she's taking a look at all these empty cups. This is not what I signed up for, man. Everything's just gone. It's not working out, and I'm so bummed out, and I just don't know what to do. But she's missing this hand over here that's saying, look, there's something going on right here. This will shake up your day and shake up your life and make you a lot more happy. She can't notice because she's looking over here in her pessimistic mode. Okay, like life sucks. It's boring. I don't even know what to do. I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to sit here and be angry, stagnant, bored, dissatisfied, uncomfortable, whatever. So this is the A. Cindy says, totally. Thank you, girl. Spirit shows up for us, right? And this is for you, where you're at. Where do you want to be, girl? Nine of Pentacles. This person's smiling. That's fantastic. Cindy, this is you, one person on their own, financially capable and independent and able to stand on their own 2 feet and create the happiness that they desire for their lives, okay? Notice, even when something is handed to you, you don't even notice that it's there, okay? This is about you reaching for what the fuck you want in your life, who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do, and recognizing that no one's going to hand it to you. No one's going to give you the magic life of your dreams. In fact, this is a call to recognize that even if you have a partner, that partner is not going to create the life that's going to make you happy. You have to do that for you, with or without a partner, okay? But this is about Cindy making money for herself, paying her own bills, paving her own way, deciding that she can afford to get her hair done or her nails done or whatever this is that she might need. This person is happy. This is where you want to be, right? Maybe you want to be single. Regardless, how do you get there? 8 of Pentacles, putting in the hard work, love. There is no way around it. You don't get to financial sustainability by skipping this part where you actually have to get your hands dirty, where you actually have to put in the work and the time and the effort. It takes time to make shit happen. It takes hard work for things to come back and unfold to you. But if you want that life of your own, then you will put in that effort. Job applications, saving money, putting your nose to the grindstone, girl, in whatever ways these are, to create this for yourself. It's not going to happen for you. That's what this card says. 8 of Pentacles is hard work that is paying off. She's taking a look at the drawing board. Check her out. Okay, well, these are the supplies that I have here at my fingertips. And even if I'm not super excited to jump in and do this, I do have everything available to focus my intentions and my efforts here. And if, just as the passing cycles of the moon, eventually this is going to come back and turn around to me. Okay, she knows this. Wow, I worked 5 jobs at one point, managed to pay off quite a few bills. Well, Spirit is suggesting to you that if that's something that you need to do, you might need to do it again just to get your head into a more a better frame of mind as far as your finances. Okay, I feel like this has more to do with you and the decisions that you get to make for your life as a person, and then the lack of guilt around those kinds of things when you have enough money to do the things that you want to do. Okay, so I want to say to you that it's up to you to put in that work and put in that effort to get yourself where you want to be. No one's going to hand it to you. And if now's the time to jump into that, recognize, I bet you, Cindy Ryan, if you take a look and see however many years back this was when you worked all those jobs, it was probably around this same time of the calendar year. Okay, because our birth charts kind of repeat themselves every year. And you may recognize that in certain months of the year, you tend to work more because you need more, or whatever this is. There's these cycles that we play into. And I see that here. And I can understand, like, well, I'm not happy with my options. But Spirit is saying to plan, to strategize, to reach bigger, to think bigger, to invest in the long-term goals that you have for yourself. Because you deserve better than settling. All right. You put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. And if your life is not exactly what you want it to be, you get to make those healthy changes. And it's up to you, because no one else does it for you. All right. Cindy, that's what I have for you, love. Whew. I want to say also, Cindy, you know, there is an aspect there of allowing yourself to have the little things that make you feel better about your life within reason. Okay, because when you introduce the pattern of giving back to yourself, that shakes that up, right? That shakes that up. 2 very different things here. I'm going to sit in my lack and not allow myself to get my hair done or to have that special whatever few dollar thing that it is, right? But instead, you know what? It's only a few dollars. Maybe I could just spend that and allow myself to have that, because when you allow yourself to have those little things, it's only a few dollars. I'm going to allow myself to splurge, right? Then it raises your vibrational frequency. And that is huge. When your vibration is a higher vibe or at a better state of being, it opens up and unlocks new levels of manifestation for you. Okay. But as long as you deprive yourself and sit in that energy of lack and deprivation, that lowers your vibe and limits your options. Awesome. You're welcome, Cindy. Sending love, girl. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. Whew. Let's see who's next. You guys are awesome. This looks like it's going to be kind of a long video. Hello, Georgia Peach on YouTube. Good to see you. I do have a list here. Sandy Baird. Sandy Baird, you have an 8-card lucky 8. Sandy. And I'm going to just cross off Kathy. I still have on my list Sandy, Gail, Gina, Tiffany, and Heidi. All right. Sandy, connecting in with you, darling. I'm going to use this Unfolding Path Tarot. I'm digging it. I'm digging it today. And who else is here with me? Sissy splurged and won $200. Amen, girl. Good for you. I'm so glad that that happened for you. Fantastic. Sandy. Huh. Wow. All right, Sandy, you have an 8-card Lucky 8 Tarot spread. These are your cards here. I'm going to go over them with you. Now, your current energy, darling, is the 5 of Cups. I'm hearing the phrase crying over spilt milk. Okay. And I say this relatively, okay, because, things have happened in the past, yet whether yesterday or this morning or 20 years ago. Okay. And some of those things can really bring us down or weigh us down. Sometimes they come to the forefront of our mind or the forefront of our hearts, and they may overshadow our day today. Right. And this could happen for quite some time, especially if we learn new information like that. Oh, I didn't know that before, but now I know this. Okay, sometimes it takes some time to wrap our heads around that kind of stuff. Sandy, this 5 of Cups as your current energy is just a reminder to you that, the past, it matters. Okay, it matters to you. It matters in your heart. It does. However, sometimes, okay, no, they want me to say, however, it doesn't matter more than today. They really want me to say the past does not matter more than tomorrow. Okay. This moment right now is potentially being lost in the headspace or in the heart space about things that are beyond our control, that have slipped away, that we can't get back. Okay. Now, what's holding you back at this time, sweet Sandy? You've got the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords can be depression. It can be mental anguish and fears. It can be worries and heartache and grief and sleepless nights. Maybe we're having nightmares, this kind of thing. Maybe I'm not sleeping at all. Okay. These kinds of things can hold us back when we're going through some emotional disturbances. You know what I mean? When we're dealing with some heart stuff. Feel it on my heart. Feel it on my heart right here. So what's holding you back at this time? I want to say this. There's an aspect to the 9 of Swords of examination, recognizing and putting things into place and in perspective, right? And the fact that this is holding you back could potentially mean that you're avoiding really unpacking and dealing with some of these tougher emotions, right? The fact that this is holding you back could potentially mean that there's more there that you can do to really have the utmost compassion for yourself, because that's what it boils down to. Is that Sandy's been through some things in her life and no one quite understands but Sandy. And Sandy really needs to come to an understanding with herself here. All right. Sandy needs to have the utmost compassion with herself, for herself, around all of these things that she may blame herself for. That's what I feel here. I understand the hearing is coming soon, right? But I feel like there's an aspect of guilt and blame that you might carry on your own shoulders that do not make or break the outcome of this hearing. All right. And Spirit is saying to write these things out and burn those papers or shred those papers so that you can move that energy out. You don't want this kind of heavy energy tinging the happenings at the hearing, love. Okay, so making that peace now and writing things out now and letting it go now and opening to brighter future, opening to brighter spaces, opening to forgiveness of yourself. I feel like you're really holding some things against yourself in an unfoundational way. And it does not help anybody. It only harms you. And it's not true. Now those cards, Sandy, other people's perspective of you. King of Cups, look at this guy. He's smiling. Don't you worry, I'm fine. I've got an extra cup here for you, friend. Do you want to come sit next to me? Right? No one has any idea. No one has any idea that poor Sandy is going through some shit inside in a real way. No one has any idea. You're able to put that brave face on and show up for others. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm not. There's an aspect of the King of Cups of not getting drawn into nonsense or drama. Maybe you are emotionally numb to the outer world, or you exude that kind of an energy. Like, I'm really not nearly as bothered or affected by this as I really am. I don't let you see this about me. In fact, you may not even know that I'm going through this kind of stuff inside of me, because I don't want to stress you out even further, right? Because you're supposed to have it all together. If Sandy has a meltdown, then the whole world's going to explode, right? Or at least those family and friends, etc. That's not true, but I can feel how it feels true. Like, you hold everyone together, so you can't possibly fall apart. What is your strength? Queen of Cups. This is interesting that others perceive you as this king, the King of Cups, the one who can just solve the problems and not flip out and not, trip, can just fix things, whatever. However, your strength, your true strength is this Queen of Cups. The love that you give to other people is so strong and so real. You are so open and comforting and nurturing and loving and giving to others. All right. This is a strength, but Spirit is reminding you, got to give it to yourself as well. You can't continue being this beautiful, kind, loving individual if you never get any of that back for yourself. Okay. You've got to retain some of this for yourself before you start giving over and above to everyone else. But I can feel how I believe that's kind of what's happening here. Look. I'm giving all this love to other people and they're receiving it, but I'm just not keeping any for myself. I'm not healing the heart wounds that I have. I'm not making sure that my needs are met before I'm going over and above everyone else. It's almost like a shell of yourself that shows up for others and is not there for you. Okay. When you're in your own quiet time by yourself, you're a different person. You take the mask off. Okay. Spirit wants you to love yourself without that mask on. When you're alone, love yourself, have that compassion, give to yourself in all those moments. That same inner child that's inside of you at that time is inside of you at these times too, hoping that you can save some left over for you, or at least keep a little for yourself also. And Spirit is saying, now's the time to do that. It's not selfish. You're going to deplete yourself, love. Your weakness here, 5 of Swords. Now, this could be depression. All right. Especially with all of this. However, these swords, man, she's really taking stuff personally and she's carrying it around. She's wearing her wounds like badges of honor. And sometimes that protects us. I'm strong. I've been through some shit, but you don't always have to identify with that part of yourself. You know what I mean? Because that manifests more experiences that validate this part of you, this warrior part of you, right? When you feel like a warrior who's been through battle, then you start seeing outer battles for you to sustain and make it through. Okay. And then you feel even more like a warrior. This is a catch-22, a challenging pattern to break. I can see how this could also be wanting to flee or run away. And Spirit is saying, don't run from yourself. Even if you run from others and put distance between you and others as a self-protection mechanism, because I'm the same way, Sandy. I feel this when shit goes down, I'm out of here. Peace. I'm in my truck. I'm down the road. Okay. I don't want no part in it at all. And I understand how sometimes that's how it is. And maybe Sandy goes into her bedroom and locks the door. Maybe Sandy goes out onto the back porch or whatever this is. Don't run from yourself. You are still there when you run from other people. And that's the time to examine yourself with introspection and to give yourself whatever yourself inside needs. Okay. Because yourself, Sandy, is perfect and beautiful and is calling to you to give to you the same way that you've always given to others. I feel it, girl. We can run together. I'm a runner too. I'm so non-confrontational. Like, I'd really rather not. Unless you catch me on one of those other days. Just kidding. Something else to consider here. Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. Maybe you could just be happy. Happiness is there for you. It's a choice. Even if circumstances don't change. If you choose you and do the little things that make your life and your day and your body more pleasing to your experience, success, happiness, hopefulness, optimism, all these things are assured to you, Sandy. So it's a choice to choose. I try, continue doing that. Always choose the best for you in that moment. Choose higher, choose greater, choose to reach, okay, and see that bright side. Look through that lens of hopefulness and optimism instead of lack and pessimism. I'm glad that you try. It can be that easy. This is all you need to consider is it's just that simple. And sometimes we don't want to, okay? I mean, I'll just be honest. Sometimes when we're upset or we're mad, we don't want to choose happiness. We don't want to choose joy. We don't want to celebrate. And that matters. That speaks volumes. When you don't want to be happy, you haven't felt those emotions to their totality just yet. There's still unpacking to do. So sit in those emotions. Don't shift. And that's masking or stuffing. If you're not allowing, I had better be happy. Snap, snap. I'd better be happy. Sometimes it ain't the time to be happy. All right. Sometimes I'm fucking mad. Sometimes I'm sad and hurt. Okay. And let's move through those until those are ready to let go of us. Okay. That's what I'm talking to you, Sandy. When we let go of those challenging emotions too quickly, then they've not been felt and they're going to come back again in fuller force. Okay. So that you can really understand it. So I just want to say it's not always about, choosing joy or choosing happiness, but it is if it is the right time to do that. But sometimes when you're resistant to the choice of happiness or joy, it's because there's further examination of the emotions that you're having. Okay, there's not resolution there. And rather than force some facade of cohesion, examine and find where that missing link is for your resolution. Then the true happiness and joy will come. Hi, Meredith. Best next step, Sandy. 10 of Cups. Look at this. Everyone's hugging and loving and together and emotionally supportive, smiling. That's what the 10 of Cups is about. Togetherness, support, happiness, looking around at the faces and the people in your life and saying, wow, I love you, man. I love you. And I'm so glad to have you in my life. Let's do things together. Let's go out into the sun. Let's choose to be happy together. Friends, family, loved ones, wherever this is at, Sandy. Okay. You get to choose. The choice is yours. Sometimes maybe, oh, well, we would be happy if so-and-so would start picking up their dirty socks. All right. Light bulb moment. Hey, so-and-so, it's time for you to start picking up those dirty socks so that things can be smoother and we can have more cohesion around here. Okay, we've got to speak up about these things because other people aren't mind readers. And if we want things to be smoother, look at this, all these thoughts kept inside. But if you speak about the thoughts that are weighing on your heart or on your mind and you lean on the supportive people that you have in your life, those energy patterns will dissipate and smooth out for you, Sandy. And I understand how you're like, oh my God, everyone's going to crumble. They can't know what's going on. But you can explain these things as they arise so that life can be more to your liking. I feel like, Sandy, you're at a point where why even say anything? It's so many things that it irks me that I would be a nag if I jumped on every little thing. But Spirit is saying, like, it's your life to tailor to your liking. And if you got to snip, snap here and this, that, there, and say a little something so that others are on board with how you prefer to live your life, then who the heck else is going to do it for you? And why the heck not? Because you're making others, you're turning them into more productive people that are easier to co-create with, not just with you, but with the rest of the world. So how could this possibly be a selfish act? Sandy, hello. At the bottom of the deck, in your heart and at your core, you've got Major Arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Okay, this could be an Aries in your life, in your heart, okay? But this is also you, the emperor of your own life. The Emperor is a leader. When he moves, others move. All right. And it's up to you to decide what direction you're moving in. But as long as people are coming to you to fix all the problems and you're pretending like everything's good and I can, and there's nothing else going on behind the scenes, and that's all it's ever going to be. Spirit is encouraging you and inviting you, Sandy, to be open in your communication with the people that are important to you in your life and to steer them in the higher directions, the more positive directions of your choosing and theirs. Because as you open up to, hey, how about this process of improvement? I feel like others will say, oh, but what about this? This is also improvement. And now we're all sharing ideas so that we can move upward and expand in the same direction and support one another with openness and confidence, and not just expect that this poor leader, look at this leader that you are. They see this. In your heart, you feel like you are. But then there's all this kind of stuff going on. You don't have time to process your own emotions. You don't have time to even do all that because you're too busy standing up and being everything for all the people and letting them follow your lead and this and that and picking up the slack, girl. I want to say this Emperor here, he wants everyone to be successful. And how does he do this? By showing them the way. Look, if you want to be a successful individual like me, this is how I do it. Now it's your turn to do it for you. I can't do it for me and you and everyone else. That's not fair. And it's not working. So Sandy's got to be that emperor who holds others accountable to be productive members of the world and of their own lives. It will go further than your reach. I'm telling you, those people will be better people in other relationships and connections, in other forms of employment, community service, this kind of thing. But it starts with you being the one, the brave one who says, hey, straighten up, yo. Sandy, that's what I have for you. Sending you all the love, all the love, all the love, Sandy. Hi, Lynn. I see you jumping in here with me. I see a couple of others jumped in here. Let's see who's here. Let's see. Hello, Hayes on YouTube. Hi, City Woodside. Glad to see you guys jumping in. All right. I've been trying, but I get the silent treatment. Are there consequences to the silent treatment? Because I'll tell you what, my son would love to give me the silent treatment. I'm not going to do the dishes. I'm going to give you the silent treatment. And then he gets out of doing the dishes. Okay. So what are the consequences for that? Just recognize and understand how sometimes those can be even escape tactics to still get their way and not have to be involved. So more food for thought, Sandy. Send love. You're welcome. Right. Hello, Jessica Demish. I do have a guarantee list right now. Gail, are you here, Gail? I do still have Gail, Gina, Tiffany, and Heidi. Gail's here. Gail has an A, B, and C tarot spread. Gail, I'm using the Wandering Star Tarot here for you. Woo, Gail. Whoa, I almost lost my cards. Wow. Holy smokes. This is incredible. This is a different deck. Who was it? It was Cindy Ryan. So sometimes the energy patterns hit us all. You know what I mean? That's why we're resonating on the same wavelength and we're resonating right into the same experience together here on the live. Thank you, Gypsy. I'll put you to the list, darling. Thank you. Thank you for your donation. So sometimes the energy patterns can hit us all. Yeah. So check this out. Gail, you have a totally different deck. However, your where you're at right now is also the Four of Cups. And the tagline say disillusionment, boredom, and yearning. Okay. See, her arms are folded. Like she's not even open to whatever this miracle blessing is that's just behind and over her shoulder. She can't even see it because she's kind of like pouting here. She's bored with what's going on. She's not quite happy, or there's a stagnancy, a boredom, or a discontentment to where I find myself right now. So much so that I don't even see the potential for change here. Okay. Because I'm focused on what's not going right in my life. Okay. This can happen. We all, can embody these kinds of patterns from time to time, but this is interesting because it brings your awareness. I'm not happy. So what can I do? So this is where you want to be. Choice and decision. Wow. Two of Swords. All right. So this is very interesting. The Two of Swords is about making a decision, stay or go, this or that. All right. Where do you want to be? You want to be able to decide. She has a blindfold on. Okay. Sometimes this can indicate a stalemate or procrastination, sweetheart, your job. So you're not happy with your job at the current moment. This indicates that you want to have the willingness to have choice. However, somehow that seems to be eluding you. Okay. Maybe you don't feel like you can get a better job or a comparable job, or maybe you feel disloyal to your employers by wanting something else, right? Sometimes we have that boss or that whoever that, oh man, you're great. And I wish that, everything was great, but whatever this could be, I feel a touch of disloyalty because Two of Swords is not Two of Wands. It's not actions. It's not, I'm going to have another job. It's like, I wish that I could feel better about trying to look around for a job. You know what I mean? Or maybe my options. I wish I had better options available to me. I've got to tell you, honey, how to get from point A to point B, Gail. Sneaking around. Okay. Seven of Swords is about a different strategy and not giving a shit what those other people think. I do feel the dishonesty factor or betrayal. Maybe it's not even the boss. Maybe it's your family. Like, I don't want to own up to my family that I need to quit this job or that I want to leave. Okay. Whatever this is for you, Gail, I can feel the hesitancy in this card, but you're trying to get to that point where you feel freedom around this. This says here that you may be asking for forgiveness, not permission. Okay. And it's totally up to you. So now's the time to stretch that brain out and know that just casting a net is not going to harm anyone. The taglines are theft and dishonesty. Okay. But listen, you're not doing anything dishonest by looking around for a different job that's more in alignment with you, more in alignment with your happiness, the kind of lifestyle that you want to be living, maybe even a different location. Okay. But you will never, ever know until you branch out and expand that mind and start looking around. Okay. So Spirit is saying, don't feel guilty about casting the net, about looking to see what's out there for you at your level or greater. Girl, expansion is yours if you can believe it to be true. And if you can recognize that you're not doing anyone else a disservice by growing, by wanting more. Okay. It's not a bad thing to want to be in alignment with the job that you have. I feel like right now you don't, but there's some kind of a distorted sense of loyalty here. So Spirit is saying, don't feel guilty about looking around for a different job, even putting in those other applications. When something comes to you that excites you in a real emotional way, it's going to give you the reason to feel okay with taking that next step and move. Gail. But as it sits, I feel like you're not even looking because you feel bad, like you're letting someone down. And the only person that you're letting down is you by limiting your choices, by not expanding now or even looking around now just to get excited about it, to wrap your head around the possibility of something else for you, because it is out there. You're just not going to find it because you're not looking. And that's what I have for you, Gail. Thank you. Sending love to you, darling. Now it's the time to get creative. Jessica Demish, I would love to get you a card on your living situation, you said? You're welcome, Gail. Your skills and your knowledge and your efforts are valuable, and you will be a valuable asset elsewhere when you realize this. Thank you, Tiffany. You're a sweetheart. I love you. Okay, Jessica Demish. Huh. This is interesting. You ask about your living situation. The card that you have is forgiveness and passion. So you're saying your living situation, this kind of tells me that you might be going back to live with an ex or potentially someone else that you had some kind of a dynamic relationship with. Okay, I just see this here. Jessica Dimmish. So I just want to say to you, I don't know what your options are as far as your living situation, but those two cards for me tell me that you might be walking back into some kind of a very dynamic, intense, charged situation. It could be an ex, it could be a parent. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like, oh shit, I've got to go live with the in-laws for a while or whatever this could be. All right. But I want to say this is only temporary, but I do feel this forgiveness. I'm going back to the past, something that left its mark on me. Okay. Just temporarily. That's what I feel. Just temporarily until the next thing opens up for a more permanent living situation. Jessica, that's what I feel, hon. I hope that helps you. Gina, my sweetheart. Aw, good night, Meredith. Sending love. Gina, my sweetheart. Gina, I'm going to use this new Unfolding Path Tarot. And you have a 5-card stud. I do appreciate you. You guys, I do offer one-on-one private sessions via Zoom or telephone call. I also have in-person private sessions if you're local in California. I do have tarot videos for order. For those of you who don't want to set an appointment, but you do want a personal message from me, you get to pick your tarot spread. I complete your video and I send it over to your email. You get to watch it at your leisure and time again if you would like. Gina, these cards are interesting, girl. You like studs? Oh. Yes, Sissy, it was absolutely fantastic sit with you too, darling. I love you. I am not trying to scare you. I never try to scare anybody. I love you guys. There's enough in this world to worry about. I ain't trying to give you more headaches. Believe me, I'm not. All right. So, Gina, what are you shedding at this time? This is a page of wands here. So the Page of Wands is about taking new or different actions, something that you're not quite certain or comfortable with. Okay. Ooh, I love this. I feel like this is you um, letting go of and shedding anything that you're not comfortable being involved in. Okay. I love this. I'm actually finding quite a bit of clarity here. So I feel like these are different actions, steps out of your comfort zone. Okay. Things that are not in alignment with your soul. I want to say to you, I feel like Spirit is saying that you've really been narrowing down not only your focus, but also where you'll place your focus, where you'll place your efforts and your intention. You've been really honing this down and shedding some of the other things that are just not in alignment with the life that you're living or the life that you're creating for yourself. Not to mention, I feel like you see all these things are up in the air. She's looking up like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, right? You're like, if I don't know, I'm not into that. All right. You know what? If I'm not sure if something's up in the air, it's not worth my fucking time. Okay. I have a plan and I'm a woman on a mission. And that's what I feel here with the shedding of the Page of Wands. Like, I don't fuck around. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm up to. All right. And I'm not fooling around with anything that's not solid in my life. What is the truth, darling? You've got the 8 of Swords. The truth is that some things are beyond your control. Other people, for example. Okay. And you are only as trapped, restricted, or confined as you allow yourself to perceive yourself to be. True stuff. No one limits you, lady. No one but you. All right. So the truth of the matter is, this 8 of Swords, she could stand up and walk right around those swords, but instead she's sitting there like a victim. All right. So you have the opportunity to feel victimized by what other people are doing with their lives. Okay. Or to be empowered in what you're doing with your life and your time. I feel you really putting these things in perspective, but Spirit is saying there's still a battle there. There's still just a touch of some kind of an emotional interdependence with people in your life who you care about, and the things that they do. And you can't control this, and it's out of your hands, right? So she might sit there a little sad, see her face. She's like, fuck. We know exactly what we're talking about. Yes, I know, honey. So what is your understanding here? So the truth is that, you're only as restricted as you allow yourself to be. Okay. And nothing is truly beyond your control or out of your hands. You can stand up and walk away and move into whatever in the fuck you want. And I feel like you're doing that. Okay. But your understanding of this Page of Swords. Oh, okay, so this is new. That's what it is. The truth is, you've always been able to stand up and walk away and decide what you're involved in and free yourself from any confines or restrictions. But your understanding of this is new. I'm barely doing this now. Oh my gosh, I can. Wow, I can. I can do this now. And it's okay for me to do this now. In fact, it's a little bit exciting. It's a little bit scary. I love the hummingbirds on this card. Or maybe they're not, but they look like hummingbirds to me. I do also see that I need to say, I feel just a touch, because we know kind of who we're talking about here. I want to say it's a couple different people, all right? But this Page of Swords, your understanding would be like, okay, I believe you. And I'm not saying that you truly deeply do, but you might just be given the pass, like, look, I can't change you. I'm tired of trying or wishing or hoping or even praying for you to have a healthier living, a healthier life. And this is me almost, I feel like placating, like, okay, well, I believe you. All right, sure, that's fine, because it's not worth much of your time and effort. So you're just like, whatever. What do you desire? What is your desire? You have Major Arcana card number 15, the Devil. The Devil can be about toxic relationships and bonds. It can be about addictions, temptations, perversions, anger, taboo, those darker sides of life. Okay. And the fact that you desire some of this might say that you have a deep compassion for unhealthy bonds in your life. I'll just say this. It's not like Gina desires being in company with the devil, but sometimes this devil can represent very challenging energy patterns, like behavioral patterns or addictions in people who we love, even though they have that shit going on. Okay. This can be anger too. All right. So I just need to say, I can feel strongly here the desire for change, the desire for the darkness to be exposed and to step into the life that it may be healed. That is what Gina is yearning for. That is the desire here, is that the darkness be seen for what it is, so that it may be healed in those people that I love. Because I know I can't do it. She knows she can't do it. This is the truth here. But my understanding is maybe it can be done, but it's out of my hands. I still want better for those people. So what to do next? You've got the Six of Pentacles here. This is about equal and fair, energetic give and exchange. All right. It can be financial. What this means is no loaning money when you know that it's going for toxic behaviors. All right. Or it's going to a toxic person. Number one, if you're mean to me, I ain't loaning you no fucking gas money. You got an attitude, I don't owe you shit. Just saying here. Just saying here. So what to do next? I give you what you give me and nothing more. And if you deserve my time, my effort, my energy, if you're giving to me in that way, I'll give to you in that way. But your standard has to be balanced and even. These hands are helping one another, and they're helping, but not enabling. Okay. And not taking advantage. And that is a fine line to perceive. That's why I can feel you like, fuck it. I'm not doing it anymore. I can feel I'm praying for change. I'm praying. I know it, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But look, I'm praying for change. I'm praying for this darkness to be shaken from our earthly patterns. You know what I mean? In the collective as a whole, Gina, I know you have this big, giant, compassionate heart, and it's not just about this person or that person in your life. It's about the world. I can't change the world. I can't help heal the world. I can't do a darn thing, but only what I can do. One moment at a time, one person at a time, doing the next right thing, doing the next right thing, and keeping my vibration as positive as possible, knowing that that in and of itself pulls the collective into brighter spaces. That's, I feel the catch-22 there. But how can I, keep myself high vibe when others are suffering? It's not a disservice. You keeping yourself high vibe while others are suffering shows others that high vibe is still possible here, now, and today, and it can activate that within them by osmosis, by proximity, and with intention. All right. So it's not doing anyone any kind of service to keep yourself minimized because everyone else is. You want to boost yourself up, and it's not selfish. It's not showing off. It's not fuck you little people. It's I'm showing you what's possible in an energetic way, and they can begin to resonate on that higher vibe wavelength. Thank God because of you. All right. Put that into perspective. Wrap your head around it. Thank you. I'm glad, Gina. Thank you for the donation, sweetheart. I appreciate you, love. Thank you. Thank you. Who's still with me? Who's still with me, guys? I've got Tiffany, Gypsy, and Heidi on my list. Who's still with me here? I'm going to sip some coffee. I love you guys. Tiffany Tisdale. Meredith, I thought you went to bed. I told you good night. You're still here? I love you. Thank you for hanging in here, Meredith. Meredith, I'm going to get you a quick card since you just stuck around, Meredith. And you had a rough week. I get it, girl. OMG. I get it. This week has been challenging to say the least. I try not to manifest things in a poorer direction, like it's been crap, like I don't want to say that, but it's been challenging, more challenging than normal. Okay, Meredith. Oh. More challenging than normal. Okay. Spirit says that's fucking true. Truth is the card. Yes. Spirit also says that your outer reality is a reflection of the inner quality and the inner posture that you might have, the shadow work that needs done, the things that are going on that triggered you, cause you to change your life or change yourself in response to those things. Truth. All of these things are mirrors, and we decide how we change our lives by changing our responses or connections to the things in our lives. Okay, you've got to change your connection to things in your life, and Spirit is saying to shift your focus, Meredith. Talent. We can focus on the bullshit, or we can decide to put it aside and know that circumstances are what they are and energy patterns change and people are their fucking selves. Okay, but what do you have going on, girl? What lights you up? What fills you with joy? What really moves you, Meredith? Lean into those things. You've got to illuminate your soul. That's going to shift you out of these challenging patterns and into more self-focused patterns. This talent. Okay, we all are unique individuals, and we all came here with our own unique talents, our own unique skills, abilities, the kind of people that we are, the kind of mindsets that we have, the inner posture and the heart space that we keep. All right, you have something special about you that you get to add to the quality of this world. And if you don't know what that is, you better start trying on some different things, like you're trying on a new coat, okay, to see what it is that really lights you up and moves you and helps you to get excited about that part of your day, Meredith. That's what Spirit has for you. I love you. Tiffany Tisdale, come on down. All right, Tiffany, I'm going to get this Tarot Mystical Moments. And you have an A, B, and C 3-card tarot spread. Thank you for your donation, Tiffany. We'll go here. Huh. Ooh. You guys like my sounds? Ah. Oh. Gina says I make everyone a nervous wreck when I start doing that. I don't mean to. So Tiffany Tisdale, come on down. This is your 3-card A, B, and C tarot spread in the A position. This is where you're at currently. You've got Major Arcana card number 0, the Fool. Love, love, love the Fool. I'm scary. You know, the other day, Lynn was live on the Psychic America page, and she's like, oh, Heidi's in charge. Heidi's large and in charge, she said. And I just thought it was hilarious, right? Large and in charge. I'm like, well, I guess I am. Got a large presence. Okay, Tiffany the Fool. Fool is an awesome card. This is the very first in the Major Arcana, meaning a brand new cycle, a brand new chapter, brand new happenings. You may not know exactly what's going on beneath the surface as this crocodile here, okay? But you are divinely protected. Spirit will not let you fail, okay? So where you're at right now is in new and uncharted territories, potentially. You might feel kind of uncertain, not exactly sure how things are going to unfold, but yet you trust the divine. You trust Spirit that, hey, I got to this place for a reason. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't supposed to be right here. Okay, I just don't know really what's going on or what happens next or how to get from point A to point B. Okay, but going from point A to point B is the lesson, is the journey, is the blessing from the whole experience. Okay, so the newness is not bad. I feel like this might even be like lack of certainty. Okay. Like I said, this is new, unknown, uncertain, uncharted. Okay. And this one here is where you want to be. Major Arcana card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, like to the end of it already. Okay. Well, this is step 1, and I already want to be to the end of it already. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is finally cycling back into your favor. It's a well-oiled machine. Things have been put into motion that are finally coming to fruition. However, you've jumped a very valuable step here. Okay. You want to go from the beginning to the end super quick, and there's a whole process that unfolds along the way. All right. So Tiffany, this is going to end up in your favor. I want to say that I do feel like fortune is going to end up in your favor. This is going to be very successful. As you can see, this is all going on underneath her dress, behind the scenes. Nobody knows. And it's linked right there to her heart center. Okay. She's not telling the world about this, but it's happening. All right. So this is all important and it's all positive for you. So how do you get to this end result here of knowing the things and doing the things and everything's flowing smoothly and it really matters and it's all good and gravy and successful in a financial way? 5 of Wands. Oh boy. I want to say this could mean stepping on a couple toes. I'll just say this. This could mean a couple of arguments potentially, okay? Because your life is your own, Tiffany, and people may not quite understand the journey between this and this. Okay, you are walking through it, and and it is your own to stand your healthy boundaries. Okay, this 5 of Wands can indicate personality clashes, disruptions, competition, even people stepping on one another to get to the top with no real care or concern for the other individuals. Okay, this is you making moves. Look at her. She's the master of the chess game. She's put everyone where they need to be and she's moving them to where she wants to have them so that things can flow more smoothly into her liking. So being that you're stepping right here, I feel like there's other things involved. They don't get it, but I'm teaching them. All right. That's great. I was just saying, I feel like there are other things involved. Like right now, it's just me, and I'm not sure quite how to do this. And you're spreading this information to others, moving them in all the right directions so that you can all flow more smoothly and get to that other side, that cohesion. They don't get it, but I'm teaching them. This is continue to teach them. It takes a while to learn chess. You know what I mean? There's different pieces, there's different movements. It's kind of a lot to wrap someone's brain around, especially if it's not their own choice. I feel like you're imparting this, and it may not be their yearning to learn, okay, but they can pick it up. That's what I want to say to you. Staying consistent, keeping on top of it, can really help the other people to fall in line so that you do have that well-oiled machine and it is flowing smoothly and it is to your benefit and your favor of all involved. I have to say, I feel like this is going to be the betterment of all involved. Tiffany, don't be afraid. It's going to be awesome. Don't be afraid to step on some toes if you have your own opinions about things. Okay. People can take that or not. And I feel like they're going to take it. Small steps. Yes. Little tiny baby steps, like moves on a chessboard. Strategic. Gypsy's still here. Hi, Lillian Fry. Where's Amber at? Is Amber still here? You're welcome, Tiffany. Sending love, honey. Thank you for that donation. Gypsy. All right. I'm going to get this unfolding path tarot. Gypsy's got a 5-card stud. I appreciate you, darling. I like moving mountains. Yes. Yeah. And instead, you got to do little baby steps, right? Interesting. Interesting. She's ready for it. She's ready for it. These are lovely cards. I'm glad I got these. I actually got these for the office, but I haven't been to the office since I received the shipment. I was like, I gotta use them today. I need to use them today. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, girl. All right, what are you shedding? You've got the 8 of Pentacles here, Gypsy. What are you shedding? This is that hard work. You see this girl stretching? I don't know if I can do that. I can probably do that, but most probably, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably pop my hip, probably walk all funny afterwards. All right. This is a lot of hard work. Okay. This person is gearing up for a lot of hard work. They're putting in the effort. They're putting in the time. They're hoping that it comes back to them in a real way. Okay. This is what you're shedding. I'm done putting in hella work that's not coming back to me. All right. I'm done putting in the effort to make the man rich and not having anything left to show for myself. Okay. I feel this here, Gypsy. You're tired of putting in the efforts that are not adding to the quality of your life, maybe your physical health, the enjoyment of your day. Hell yeah. I love Jesus. Jesus is fantastic. So, Gypsy, what is the truth here? This is interesting. You've got the 10 of Cups. The truth is that there is emotional support, contentment, satisfaction, a beautiful quality of life available to you. All right. Even if everybody's still not around, even if it doesn't feel like you really have that all together, sometimes we got to put things into perspective and go, you know what? Maybe my life is all right. You know, maybe my life is all right. It's not what it used to be. It's not what it's gonna be, but I'm okay today. I am okay today. Spirit is calling you to recognize the joy, the gratitude, and just the contentment and satisfaction that you find in the flow of your life and in your day regularly. So often we run to the next thing and we're waiting for the future to come so that we can be happy then. And Spirit is saying to be happy now. All right. To recognize that you do have quite a few blessings to be grateful for here now and today, even if you aspire for more, even if you aspire for change. Yes, I can feel you're wondering if the hard work is worth it. This is you being like, fuck it. It's not worth it for me. I'm not even happy, right? So what is the truth? Are you? Are you happy? Are there things for you to be happy, content about? Is your cup overflowing? Do you have people in your life? Do you give back to yourself the way that a lover or family would? What is your understanding? There's not enough to go around. These are two different things. What is the truth? I'm emotionally satisfied. My needs are met. I'm taken care of. My understanding is there ain't enough to go around. I'm holding on to every penny. I'll never have enough. I can't even make moves because I'm focused on holding on to whatever these physical things are that I must have or that I need. I'm downsizing. I'm getting rid of some stuff and it might make me angry. Look at his head. I feel like his head's going to explode. Like, fuck this shit, man. I'm having to get rid of some real stuff that I didn't want to have to part with. Okay. But Spirit is saying that stuff does it add to the quality of your heart? Grateful, but needing my cup filled too. Understandable. Yes. This stuff here, does it add to the quality of your heart, your life, your soul, your spirit, girl? The focus is a little bit off. This is material and physical. This is emotional fulfillment. What is your desire? Major Arcana card number 14, Temperance. This is peace, love, balance, harmony, moderation, having enough to go around. That's funny because your understanding here is there's not enough to go around. But your desire is, I just want to feel free. I just want to feel a flow with life. I want to know it's a waste not, want not kind of an attitude here as the cups are pouring into one another. That's what I want. I want camaraderie. I want togetherness. I want harmony in my life. I don't want to bump the edges of everything. I don't want to work so fucking hard and feel like I'm not getting these things back. I want peace and tranquility. I want to find my space in the world. This temperance is also about recognizing what's right for you and what's no longer right for you. Recognizing that the world has so many different flavors and facets of experience for you to get involved in. And it's about recognizing like, whoa, I don't like this, so I'm not going to be involved in this, right? Oh, I really like this, so I'm going to do more of this, right? You learn by experience. Working so hard for peace. You're shedding all the hard work that you were trying to do for peace. And why? What to do next? This is 8 of Cups, love. Walking away. Walking away from anything that's not peaceful. Maybe even leaving where you're at. This could be moving, darling. The 8 of Cups is an emotional decision. Like, I don't really want to have to do this, but it's obviously the best thing for me. Okay, this is the right thing to do. I can't save these cups. I can't allow those to bring me down any longer. I'm not expanding. I'm not growing. I'm not emotionally fulfilled. I'm not happy. That's hilarious. Look at this. You have the 10 of Cups, and then you have this 2, the Temperance, and this is your 8. So if you walk away from the things that aren't worth your time, effort, and energy, you're going to have those 2 cups. That's the temperance that you're learning so that you can find those 10. This could also mean I'm holding on to relationships that are dysfunctional or unhealthy because they are the relationships that I have. And these are about you deciding that dysfunctional, unhealthy, toxic, or even stagnant relationships that are not emotionally fulfilling to you, that are more work than they're worth, okay, it's better to be without and hold space for better than to allow that space to be taken up energetically by the universe. And then the universe says, oh, no, she's got it. She's got it. She's got it. No, I have a toxic, dysfunctional version of that. I want something healthy. So make the space and hold the space. As long as you're entertaining something less than what it is that you want in your life, the universe says she's got it. Working so hard for peace. You know, that's kind of an oxymoron. You know what I mean? That's the hardest part, walking away from the parts that I worked so hard for. Oh boy, girl, look at you. You got some more cards. That's the hardest part, walking away from the things that I worked so hard for. So you've got the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is kind of sneaking away, okay? And this Knight is running full force toward their dreams. So this kind of tells me that you might be presented with some kind of an opportunity to either get your hands dirty or to keep your nose clean. I do suggest to you, honey, that that's going to be your indication of which path to follow, okay? Because you don't want to get your hands dirty, all right? Not in the future that you desire for yourself. That's robbing yourself of peace, even if it's other people's nonsense. Oh, well, I don't do that, but they do, and they're my friends, right? Oh, your friends are up to nonsense, then that's stealing some of that peace that you're trying to achieve for yourself because you're in connection with people who are up to non-peaceful things, all right? And they carry that in their energy patterns, and then they come talk to you or sit with you, and then you feel all weirded out because they're shady and you're not. I'm not saying they're shady. I'm just saying that people don't keep the same energy management that you do. And I understand. I do feel like I need to sneak away without getting my hands dirty. Then listen to spirit, honey, because I feel here how you've worked so hard, but honey, you're like, I don't want to walk away from something I worked so hard for, something that's not turning out the way that you would like for it to, but you worked so hard. So you worked this hard and it's still not to your liking. It's still dissatisfying. Okay. So imagine you're just going to keep working towards this and hope that something changes, right? For how long? For 3 years, for 5 years, for 10 years? You're going to waste the rest of your life hoping that this turns into something that it's not. I don't want that for you, babe. If you are already feeling the need to sneak away so that you can keep your hands clean, that is your intuition speaking to you on levels that I have no idea about. But spirit is speaking to you today because the soul that is you does not want to be involved in that kind of stuff. And you can work just as hard elsewhere and build a fucking mansion, girl, without those sticky energy patterns holding you down and holding you back. That's what's up. I love you. I'm glad I get you. I'm glad I get you. You're the best. Who's still with me? Who's still with me? I do have one more video to do for someone who's not here right now. She's the last person on my list, but let me do a couple of quick cards for you guys real quick. You've hung in to the end. Do a couple of quick cards for you guys, and then I'll hit Heidi's reading, and we'll see what happens. You're welcome. I love you. I'm going to grab my own real life oracle deck. Oh, we're going to close with a group pick a card message at some point, too. I got a new deck, and I want to use it. I'm real excited. I love you, Angel. Quick cards. Quick card for Agnes Coppola. Woo, there it goes, Agnes. Oh, darling, I bet you were feeling that last reading, huh? Wow. Okay, Agnes, you got 2 cards that fell for you from my own real life oracle deck. Okay, I'm just gonna, they were like this. Okay, they were like this. Okay, so tumultuous is the first card that fell, and behind it you got sunshine and roses. Okay, now this indicates to me that you might be in some kind of relationship that is kind of all or nothing, this and that, black and white. Sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it's quite challenging. Okay, there are people in our lives who carry tumultuous energy patterns, and sometimes we fall in love with those individuals because they're charismatic and they're charming and they march to the beat of their own drum, and we just don't know what to expect. But then we find that we don't know what to fucking expect. Okay, and it's a whole can of worms that has opened up, and now we're roped into a whole bunch of bullshit that maybe we'd rather not be involved in if we had known all of the things that come with that amazing tumultuous personality, right? Agnes, I'm speaking to you here, girl. There are other people in this world who are not like this. If you have red flags and warning signs already in your heart of hearts and in your intuition, this is a call to remember that not every person is like this, and you can find good times in the future with others if you choose to, when you decide that this is no longer worth your time, effort, and energy. I feel like I just want to say, Agnes, this is like, oh, you're not, I want to say, You're not the parent or the person or the boss or the whatever to step in and fix this shit. This is what it is. And if this remains to be this way for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you want to spend the rest of your fucking life with this? Or would you wish you would have given it up and called it quits however long ago so that you could find this? This is a card unto itself. Sunshine, roses, good times, lighthearted energy, love, romance, all right, trust, stability. There's no reliability, no stability in this card, Agnes. And you have a choice. Sending love to you, girl. Sending love to you, girl. I make my cards from places where I've been in my life, and you are standing in empowered energy, all right? Sometimes we outgrow people, and it's okay to do so. Agnes, that's for you. Thank you for those stars, Karma, you darling. Appreciate you, girl. All right, so let's do some more quick cards. Yeah, you can ask a question there on YouTube. I'm doing quick cards real quick. I've been on for 2 hours now, and I have one more reading on my guaranteed list here, but she's not here, so I'll put her at the end of the video. So quick cards now for my friends. Let's see. I was talking to... Oh, you sweetheart. Tell me about it. Lillian Fry. Thank you for the stars. Number 14 is a special number for me. I was born on the 14th of the month. So whenever I see a 14, it always like kind of is just a special little message. So thank you, Karma. Agnes, that's awesome. Agnes says, loving my cards. You are so spot on. Thank you, Heidi, love and light. You're welcome, Agnes. I don't know you. Spirit shows up for us every time. And thank you, God, for that. Thank you for showing up, Agnes. Make sure that you guys like and follow my page so that you guys don't miss anything from me. I'm live several times a week. Tomorrow I'm doing mediumship only right here on my page tomorrow evening. Right now I'm doing a couple of quick cards. And Chloe, yes, I'll get to you in just a moment. Lillian Fry. Oh, shit. Lillian, these are your cards here. Worth the wait and tumultuous. 2 different cards here, Lillian. So you wanted a quick card for guidance. We know what this is about. We've been wrapped up in some shit before, okay? And sometimes those old patterns go, you're looking really advanced and flavorful today. Maybe we want to invite you back in, okay? Worth the wait. This is you wanting something better for your life, Lillian, holding space for that in your heart of hearts and knowing that you will recognize this. I want to say to you, I feel like you are open to something new, but afraid that you're going to end up with the same old thing again. Okay. And Spirit says your intuition is on point, girl. You will know. There will be signs and red flags. And as long as you honor those things and don't turn a blind eye to your intuition in the future, you will not find yourself in this same old scenario that is not to your liking. This is something beautiful, something healthy, something deserving of you, Lillian. I love this. So hold space for this and don't entertain. Maybe this is all I can get. All right. Because that's not true. All right, let's see here. Who else do I have? Quick cards for my friends. Okay, Chloe on YouTube is asking what Calvin thinks of her. Oh, yeah, girl. I'm the one who will tell you. I am. I don't want to have to say things, but if those are the things to say, then I am in agreement with Spirit to say it. Chloe, Spirit knows who you are. Spirit, what does Calvin think of Chloe, please? Love it. Love it. They want you to have the one on the bottom and the one that just popped out here. I love this, Chloe. Peaceful and trustworthy and a real person. Yes, I did that. This is my deck and I can. Okay, peaceful and trustworthy indicates that he enjoys spending time with you, love. He finds a certain quality of comfort being in presence with you or in communication with you that he doesn't find elsewhere. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air from the rest of his life. Okay, so Chloe, Calvin feels this for you and he enjoys spending time with you. That's the other thing in this card. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, wow, you're different, man. You're different than other people in my life. I really enjoy this. A real person. He respects your authenticity. All right. So this is about you being yourself, because the self that you are is amazing, Chloe. Okay. And not downplaying yourself to fit into any kind of mold so that he'll like you better. Okay. That kind of thing. What it is that you're able to be yourself, good, bad, or otherwise. Take me or leave me. This is who I am. And he knows that he could trust that about you. Okay. That is huge. I love this too. Look, best friend. Is he your best friend? Sweetheart, I got chills right now. Okay. If you are best friends falling in love with one another, that is just beautiful. All right. So I definitely encourage you to spend that time to communicate openly with this person, because that is where the respect is definitely coming into play, because he's not getting that everywhere else, and it puts the two of you in a separate category together. All right. Right. Facebook is asking if he has a brother, Chloe. That's hilarious. You guys are so funny. Hi, Danielle. Hello, hello. All right, let's see. Quick cards real quick. Who's up? Who's here? Hayes Young. Hayes Young is here on YouTube. I'm getting you, Hayes. Spirit, spirit. What does Hayes need to hear? That would be the one. Oh. Chloe, I want to let you know that I have challenging cards in this deck. Wow, look at this. Forever Love. I was just going to show you. I have other cards in this deck. Oh, that's a sign, girl. I was going to tell you I have Cheater in this card. I've got addiction cards. I've got narcissistic abuser cards. Like, I've got it. And you did not get it. So, she's saying he does have a brother. So you're definitely in luck. Hilarious. All right, Hayes. Hayes, the card that you have for my own real life oracle deck is waiting. All right. So waiting. You may feel like a stone on a beach, just waiting for life to unfold, waiting for something to happen for you. That stone here has a pound sign on it that is like etched on the heart. I'm here for a reason. I'm waiting for something important to me. Although this water here can indicate a great emotional distance in between you and that, maybe even a great time distance or physical distance between you and the thing that you are waiting for. Hayes, what I want to say to you is that what you're waiting for is also working its way toward you. But what matters is what you do at this time. Okay. So between now and then, you're changing and making yourself ready to be with that thing. Okay. Maybe this is a relationship. Maybe you have a long distance thing going on, or maybe you're waiting for a promotion, sell your home, whatever this is, better life. Who knows? Hayes, you're the one living your life. Spirit says, don't lose hope. Don't lose heart. You're waiting for a reason. Remember the reasons why you're doing the things that you are doing and the future goals that you have for yourself. It can be yours if you attune your energetic frequency to that now. Okay. It's about you resonating on a certain frequency of that which you're trying to manifest in your life. I hope you're following me here. As you sit, it's not here. You don't have it. So that energy pattern is of lack of that which you're trying to bring into your life. Okay. So now Spirit is saying you've got to trick yourself here to raise your vibration so that it may put you into that alignment of the manifestation that you seek. All right. I hope you're following me here. What I mean is sitting down in the dumps going, oh, I don't have that thing. I don't have that thing is not going to get you that thing. You've got to start adding to the quality of your energetic signature and vibration to boost yourself up into the same league as that thing that's coming to you. It's there for you. But as long as you're working out the day-to-day, healing your wounds, etc., it's not ready for you yet. Keep walking on the path of light. Keep listening to your intuition and don't lose hope or faith. It can be yours. Hayes Young on YouTube. That's for you. Me too. Welcome in. Dang, I've got a whole new spurt coming through. Oh, Alana, yes, you did, girl. Thank you, Alana, for your donation. Thank you so much. I'm putting you down for your 5-card stud. Yes, ma'am. Hello, Julia. Welcome. Hi, Carol Jarrett. Hey, Kat Flatley. Good to see everyone here. I actually do have more of my decks for sale. I've got a couple more of my decks for sale. So if you're interested in purchasing my own real life Oracle deck, you can message me directly. Don't buy it from my shop because somehow it has like taxes and fees that make it like way more expensive. If you want to purchase the deck, you can purchase it directly from me. However, all the cards have meanings on the back. These are my originals. The cards are a little bit smaller. They're the same size as like the Lightseer Tarot cards, exactly the same size and shape. But the meanings are on the back of the cards so that you don't have to have a guidebook. I read them from memory and heart. I know what they mean. I created them from where I've been. Awesome. Thank you, Rhonda. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Yes, hold on. I need to give a quick card to Cindy Woodside. Whew. I think things are going to be quick. Cindy Woodside, you have a few different cards. Cindy, and then Alana, I will get with you after Cindy, okay? Thank you for your donation, love. Cindy Woodside, all right, check it out. So otherworldly is on the bottom of the deck for you. This indicates that things are going to get real interesting in your life if they haven't already, all right? This is supernatural happenings, spiritual happenings, vivid dreams, experiences that really mean something and move you and open your awareness to an expanded version of reality, okay? So Spirit is saying, like, believe in the impossible, believe in the unbelievable, and write things down. All right. Hayes Young, I just gave you a card, hon. You must have missed it. I have been on for a long time. Yeah. So Cindy, check it out now. These are the other two cards. That was on the bottom of the deck. That was just a quick message for you. These ones fell on the floor, girl. Check it out. Fury and slap a spirit on it. So Fury indicates that we all have emotions. Hello. All right. And when things happen to us, we kind of sometimes like push it down, like, oh no, I'll get over this. You know what I mean? Like someone hurt my feelings, or maybe they said they were going to take out the trash and then they didn't do it. So I'd be like, I'll take out the trash myself. And I'm not going to say anything about it. Right. And we decide that we're not going to do that. And instead that anger, that emotion just stays under the surface and it kind of rolls around. And then something else happens and adds to it. And something else pisses us off and adds to that. And then we have a bad day and then we stub our toe and then, you know, whatever this is, and it rolls around inside of us until, oops, something happens to trigger this emotional vomit from an individual. Okay. So this is what I want to say to you, Cindy. It's natural to have human emotions. It's not healthy to continue stuffing these emotions, especially the ones I'm talking about when you think, oh, I can get over this. I don't have to say anything. Okay. But then kaboom, like it's going to come out, girl. So when you recognize those times when like, oh, I don't want to have to say anything, and you know, like, be aware it will end up coming out. So maybe think about saying these things in the most proactive, constructive way possible, especially if you can nip this in the bud when it happens. Like, hey, who didn't take out the garbage? Who let me down right now? Come get your stuff. Come take care of your business. Saying it instead of stuffing it and dealing with it and carrying around those anger, those toxic emotions, the letdown, that's the disappointment. Okay. So that's what I want to say. Also, penciling in the time to move that anger. All right. Sometimes, you know, it's other things too that have built up over time, and we just need to really let it out. So Spirit is saying to take a pen and paper and to journal out all of your challenging emotions, write those all out. And really let them go. You know what? F that, B, I hate this, that, whatever, you know, like get ugly and then burn that paper, get it out of your life, out of your heart forever. Okay. So that you can do this. And I really want to say to you, pencil this in before some explosions happen. Okay. So like, all right, tomorrow at noon, I've got an hour. That's when I'm going to be fucking pissed. All right. I'll be pissed tomorrow for that hour when I set it aside. And maybe you're writing furiously so you can burn it. Maybe you're more of a mover. Maybe you're an incessant cleaner, or you want to go out for a jog, or maybe you want to punch your pillow or scream at the top of your lungs. However, you're going to move this out of you so that you don't accidentally give it to people in your life. Okay. Cindy, also this one, slap a spirit on it. Spirit supports you and wants you to have a better life. Anything that you think that you can't make it through or achieve for yourself, Spirit can help you with that. All you got to do is ask, say, hey, God, source, creator, higher power, higher self, angels, Jesus, Spirit, whoever you believe in, that's who listens to your prayers in your heart of hearts. All right. So call in Spirit. Hey, Spirit, check it out. I'm having some anger issues here, and I'd really like your help to let this go in a healthy way so that I can be my best self. Can you help me? Hey, Spirit, check it out. I'm having some really weird dreams or really weird experiences. Can you help me to understand these kinds of things? Hey, Spirit, check it out. I really want to have a better life. We have so many problems, and I have no idea how to solve them right now. Step into our heart, step into our home, step into my life, Spirit, please. We need you. I need you. In whatever way you are able to assist. Thank you, Divine Creator, for supporting me on this journey. Cindy Woodside, that is for you, and Spirit supports you, and they are called in. Now you can call them into your heart more specifically. You can let them know exactly what it is that you need for them to do, and then you can seal that with this or better, Spirit, please, because sometimes the great Divine Spirit knows better. You're welcome, Cindy. Sending love. Oh, let me read this. I got to read this. Aw. Kat, that's awesome. I do what Spirit wants me to do, man. And my hands get, like this is how I am. I'll just be honest. Let's see. I love that. A fuck fentanyl necklace. That's absolutely fantastic. This is how I am. Like, I feel like if I'm not working productively, like proactively, then I could potentially slip back into destructive behaviors. Like when I'm bored, I fuck around. Like, so I decide to be proactive with my time, with my energy, with my efforts. So my hands get, like, oh, I need to do something with my hands, and then I'll go do some of this and some of that, that kind of thing. Like I'll wire wrap some jewelry for a while, and then I'll put it away, and then I worked on these cards for a while, and now they're finished, and now I have other cards going and different things that I do with my hands. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it, Hayes. That's fantastic. I'm glad you got your reading. Hi, Maria. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Michelle Scott, you sweetheart. Alana, I'm with you, darling. You have a 5-card stud. I do appreciate your donation. Alana, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for you, love. You're too sweet. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Exactly. Your hands just do what they want to do, and Spirit pushes you. It's the inspiration that comes through you. Absolutely. That's fantastic. Keep doing it. Allow the flow of Spirit to come through you. Alana, this is yours. Loving that. That's good. Huh. Miss 3 Drinks is going to have to get with this, or she's going to have to use the restroom. I missed 3 drinks because I have a rock star, a water, and a coffee here. All right. Alana, this is for you, darling. 5-card stud. What are you shedding? Major Arcana card number 18, the moon. This is awesome. This is fantastic. You are shedding the past. Because the past is no longer relevant. Okay, that's what I want to say, Alana. You are new in every moment, and you have made peace with the past. You have decided that it has no more control or hold over you or even your emotions. It doesn't dictate how far you can go. That's what I feel here from these cards. I love it. No worries, Gina. Thank you for hanging in here, girl. It's been fantastic. I'll be wrapping it up soon anyway. I love you. Thank you, Gina Wright, for everything that you do for me and the page. You are an amazing individual. Alana, what is the truth here? The truth is the 2 of Wands. This is how I feel, honey. Listen, I've just got to say this. Alana, you're ready to release the past. You're like, I'm new in this moment and things are a-changing. But the truth is that something really needs to shift and change. This might be you moving to a new location or taking a different step, like a new step in a different direction. This Two of Wands is like, all right, here's where I am, but I'm brainstorming about a different life, a better life, somewhere else, something else, a different track, a different path, a different home, a different job, something that's different from the past. I'll tell you. So the truth of the matter is, I kind of feel, Alana, maybe you live in the same old town with the same old people or whatever this is. I have that. Like I live in a tiny town and there's no new life, there's no new breath. It's all the same old ideas and same old concepts, etc. So it's like I'm ready to let go of the past, but the past is like it's almost like I need to go somewhere else to really shed this. Okay, that's what I feel here, Alana. Is you're always going to be tied to something, and in order for you to stand on your own 2 feet, it's like you need to break away, okay, from the past, from the old mold, from the family, from the town, from the vision that you used to have of who you were, who you should be potentially. It's about you deciding to shift tracks. So that's the truth. The truth is, man, I've got to say this. The truth is that you need to go elsewhere so that your energies can be more greatly appreciated. Your understanding is I'm fine just right where I'm at. Okay, I'm just going to give this to you. This is what I see here. Um, the Knight of Wands is about embracing this moment and feeling my power here. Okay. And I do say, like, yeah, I feel like maybe I'm hearing maxed out. Okay. That's what I'm really hearing from spirit right now. Alana, is maxed out. Is this, well, you've reached your capacity where you're at, and now you've got to shift into new ways of being, new focus. You've got to look outside of whatever this is. Even though this might be good, expansion is beckoning to you, and you can do better in greater ways. This is great energy, but it still feels like I'm settling, or I'm making the most of this. You know what I mean? I'm making the most of this. However, the truth is that the most of it would be found elsewhere if you're brave enough and bold enough to follow those threads outside of the comfort zone, outside of the norm, outside of the past. So what do you desire? Loving this, Page of Wands, new actions, new activities, throwing your hat in the air, throwing caution to the wind, stepping firmly into these directions. The truth is I need to do it and I desire to do it. So what is the holdup here, Alana? What is the holdup here? The truth is I need to. I really feel like, but sometimes it's okay. Sometimes I'm fine. Sometimes this life is just fine the way things sit, and I'm all right here and there. And then I kind of forget to step outside of my comfort zone because this familiar thing is just easier. Okay, that's what I feel here, Alana. So I want to say to you, your desire to change things, shake things up, to really feel freer, lighter, newer, passionate about something. All right, this it's going to keep beckoning to you until you do step on those other paths and avenues. All right. Your soul is desiring experience and expansion. And as you sit, it's reached the totality of what it's going to receive in the circumstances that you are in. All right. So that's why you're, I want to do something different. I want to branch out. I want to reach out. Not sure what exactly it might be. Shedding the past. Maybe you've made peace and resolution with some people in connection with you regarding the past. All right. I do feel how like maybe you're going to just put the past behind you and let things lay so that you can open up to a brighter future, you and others. All right. Being that this is your what to do next. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about friendships. Harmonious, supportive networks, leaning on those people, recognizing the peers who don't have anything to gain by being in connection with you. All right. These are the folks who are in your corner that want your life to improve and succeed. These are the folks that will support you in your new endeavors. And if you don't have these kinds of folks now, these are the folks in your future when you step boldly on that path. Alana, the expansion that you seek is going to be found in new avenues and with other people who don't have anything to gain, who don't want to take from you, who just enjoy your time, the experience that you have together. Ooh. Fireworks going off. Hush, hush. Now my dogs are tripping. So, Alana, that is what I see here for you, honey. You've let the past go. So I say, I kind of feel like there could be some forgiveness here. Forgiveness for friends of the past and wanting to start a new chapter with them. I do feel like it's safe to trust these individuals now if that is the issue or the holdup that you have. However, I also feel how you may be limited by the here and now, like and thinking that you can do no better or this is as good as it gets. However, there is expansion, a new avenue, a new path for you, and you're thinking about it, but I don't know how that would unfold. I don't even know how to do that. I'm not sure if I can. You can. And if you're not sure that you can, rely on other supportive connections and friendships who can support you through this. Maybe they know how, or they can at least help to support you while you try this new thing, this new way of living potentially. Alana, that is what I have for you, love. Thank you so much. I'm going to disconnect from you. And I just have, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to do a group pick a card message for anyone who's still here, live or on replay. And then the last reading, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up with the person who has donated but is not here. So I have a new deck, the Tree of Life Oracle. And I'm going to read these from the book because I want to learn this deck. I just got it, have never ever used it. So if you want to pick your card and message here, it'll be 1, 2, or 3. You're very welcome. Catch me live tomorrow, guys. I'm doing mediumship only readings right here on my page. Monday will be zodiac readings, forecast for the 12 zodiac signs. So you can always catch me right here on my page, all the different times that I go live. If you check my event section, they're all there so that you don't miss anything from me. There's number 1, 2. They say 3's on the bottom. So pick your card and message from this Tree of Life Oracle. It's 1, 2, or 3. Ooh. And I'm reading them from the book. What is this? Very interesting. Boop, boop. If you were drawn to pick card number 1 here, the card is 12th Path, the Magician, Magic, Divine Mind, and Intent. Look at that image. Gorgeous. Number 1. The magician has all she needs to complete the task at hand. She knows that whether people believe it or not, magic is a strategy that's as powerful as any other. She knows which element to use, where, and when. There are as many myths and stories about the world of magic as there are stars in the sky, but all of them have one thing in common: intention. Number 1, what is your intention right now? What is it you want to send out into the world, and how are you going to use your magic to make it so? You may have been immersing yourself in the magical worlds a little too much, feeling out of sorts and not knowing which side is up anymore. Restore your equilibrium by clearing your mind and linking it to divine thoughts rather than a world of want, manifest, learn, predict, and prophesize. All those things are held in this card, but you have to know how to work with them. It may be time to apprentice yourself to a master or to take on an apprentice yourself. Sometimes the best way to learn is to teach. This card offers you symbolism to work with. Beautiful, beautiful card and message, number 1. I love that. And let's see. Ooh, card number 2 looks interesting. These are brand new to me and very interesting. Card number 2. The card is also number 2, which is interesting. Chakma, wisdom, inspiration, spark, the divine masculine. The main figure is a man already old but wise beyond his years, as he embodies the whole universe. The ancient force of creation runs through his veins. When this card appears, you're being offered a helping hand. Even if it comes with disruption, it's time to move things along, to add energy, to help things head in a new direction. Sometimes events come along that appear to be outside of our control, but there is within them an element of guidance that feels more than circumstance, that feels magical. You may have invited change in, perhaps to remove something stale or outworn energy in your life. And here it is. You're being asked to have faith in your own wisdom, that inner voice that reminds you that you know what to do, you know what must happen next. Perhaps that is taking on the role of disruptor. Your astrological chart could offer you some insights at this time. Seek the counsel of the heavens and learn more about the directions open to you. This is not a time to play it small. You are the divine guiding force of your own being. Wow, number 2. Beautiful card and message there. Oh, I love this. I love this. If you were drawn to pick card number 3, the card is the Tree of Life, map, support, and connection. The glyph for the Tree of Life feels oddly familiar to those who have never seen it before. You know, this is crazy. Before I ever knew what this was on my spiritual journey, I actually channeled the Tree of Life. I channeled that diagram with all the circles, and I created it and I used it to do distance energy work. And when I actually saw this somewhere, I was like, holy smokes, what is that? I came up with that. I thought I came up with that. And then obviously I did not. I just tapped into it through divine inspiration. So recognize that can be a remembrance. Okay. It is a geometric shape that holds all there was, all there is, and all there will be. Number 3, this card is bringing the map to your consciousness for a reason. And as with all maps, it can show you where you've been, where you are, where you're going, and how to get there. Take some time to consider the position you find yourself in. Ask where you want to be and which experience or path will get you there. Being fully present with the choices you make is something that brings a magic of its own. You cannot take control of your life without it. You are your own tree. Acknowledge the way this form vibrates within you. And as you do, you can bring your physical, emotional, and spiritual being into alignment, understand what is no longer serving you, and adjust. There could be issues of support or lack of it in your life right now. Look at the image and ask where that lack comes from, what personality or soul archetype is in play, and how best to address it. Number 3, beautiful message there for my group pick a card. I love you guys, and I thank you for letting me use my new deck with you. Super awesome. And I'm going to jump into that very last reading on my guaranteed list, guys. So Heidi, this is for you. You have an 8-card Lucky 8 tarot spread and reading on the replay, and we are at 2 minutes 31. Thank you, Sissy. You as well. Everyone, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. If you're not hanging in to listen to this one, I get it. And I send everybody all the love and blessings. I will see you tomorrow right here on my page to do mediumship of past loved ones only. Make sure that you follow my page so you don't miss out. Heidi. You're welcome. Love you. All right, Heidi. Your current energy, you've got the King of Wands here. So the King of Wands is all about actions. This is an assertive and dominant individual. This is not somebody who asked for permission, somebody who isn't sure about what the next thing is. They're like, all right, this is it. I have a plan. I'm following through with this plan, and I'm not afraid to ruffle any feathers. All right, so I can feel how Heidi how you are feeling quite called in a certain direction or a certain course of action. And you may feel like you need some kind of, I feel like the divine support is there for you. See this lion here? Like, this guy doesn't even need the lion behind him because he's no nonsense. He's not intimidated. He's looking you right in the eyes. He's holding his stick. He's ready to move forward. He doesn't care. Move out of my way. Move out of my way. That's what I feel here for you, Heidi. Move out of my way. I have divine support and it's nudging me in this direction that I must go. Okay. So what is holding you back at this time? 10 of Pentacles here. So this could be your financial stability or security. Okay, this could also be the family members in your life. Maybe you're outgrowing some people. Maybe you're assuming this leadership position and others may not really take to it very kindly. Okay, I kind of feel this here. Maybe you're deciding, maybe you're the breadwinner now. Okay, and maybe you weren't before or some such thing. Let's just say that things are moving in a new direction and that household finance support network of family may be not quite on board with this, being that this is what could be holding you back at this time. Maybe you're afraid you're going to hurt people. Maybe you're not sure how to affect these kinds of changes in this area of life. I feel how you're moving forward very greatly and empowering a lot of change, but maybe not in this area. You know what I mean? That could be the one area that still I have trouble setting healthy boundaries. I have trouble asserting my dominance. I'm not, people are not flowing in the same direction as I would like for them to be. Or maybe that financial stability is just not here for me in the same ways that it used to be. And I'm working towards that now. I'm getting creative. How others perspective here at Ace of Pentacles, I could see how you might be that money person, whether you wanted to or not, how that financial security maybe used to be yours. This being this Ace of Pentacles, other people feel like you are growing, putting down roots, or financially a resource for them. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles, oh, you've got the money all figured out. Maybe I can borrow some from you. Maybe you can fix my problems. Maybe you can also pay my bills since you've got it all together. But you're like, no, I don't have it all together. I can't do all of that. Okay, this is what I have here, Heidi, is that some people expect with their hands out for you to provide for them in some kind of great ways, and you're breaking your back trying to just make it happen, and it's too much. That's what I see. Hi, Monica. Good to see you, darling. I'm doing the very last reading from my guaranteed list, and then I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. So you're welcome to watch and sit in, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do much after this. I've been on for quite some time. All right, so Heidi, now, what is your strength? Page of Pentacles. You can make something out of nothing. You are able to fix those financial problems, find that resolution, take the extra job, put the money away, focus on saving and making it happen so that you can create that in your life. That is a strength that these people don't have. All right. You're like, well, I'm sure I can pull it off. I'm sure I can make it happen. And these people are like, I can't make it up, and I don't even know how to meet my needs. Heidi, I need you to make something happen for me, for us, whatever, right? And you can, but it's exhausting. It's not fair. And as long as you are giving them their fish, they'll never, learn to fish on their own. That's what I really want to say here, Heidi, is when you teach others to fish or put them in a situation where they must provide for their own needs, they fucking learn how. All right. But as long as you're providing, it's easier to just let you take care of me, right? And my problems. Now, what is a weakness? Major Arcana card number 13, death and rebirth. This is about cutting people off, ending relationships that are no longer giving back to you, no longer enabling people who want to take your money. Okay, maybe someone has some kind of an addiction problem, a gambling problem, a spending issue. Maybe they're just not financially wise and you are having a hard time cutting them off. Okay, so you're taking the extra shifts. You're juggling that pentacle. You're focused on meeting all these needs where these things are not changing, okay? Because the change is here with the death card, cutting things off, final endings. This is a new chapter, a new way of being, and you are trying to uphold the same old status or lifestyle for everyone involved when there's definite changes and adjustments that need to be made that are not being made. You cannot be all things for all people and keep juggling all of this on your own. Realistically, you cannot. Something else to consider: other people can do their part. Everyone has two hands, 2 feet, a voice, a back. Everyone has the ability to pitch in and do whatever it is within the confines of their role. Okay, so there are roles for people in our lives. These people who we co-create with are expected to do things to keep themselves, alive and well, and to keep life flowing smoothly for everyone. Now, when you're picking up all the slack for these people, then they become more and more irresponsible, lazy, unmotivated. I just have to say those kinds of things, and it's not pleasing. It's not pleasant, right? However, if you begin to hold them accountable to be responsible, to be productive, to do their part, that creates a more well-rounded, independent individual for the rest of their lives and in co-creation with the rest of the world as well, not just you. But as long as Heidi will clean up the messes and wipe all the asses and pay all the fucking bills, then those people are going to be leeches in society. I'm sorry, girl, but they want me to say this. So in order to avert those kinds of crises, holding them accountable, you're not the worst person, the scariest person that they will ever come across to correct this behavior if you do not step in and help with it now. Okay, that's what I want to say. So absolve yourself of any guilt. People need to be good people and do all the right things, because that is what this world and society expects. And if they're not held accountable here, those problems and patterns will fester and grow and magnify until this becomes somebody that is or people that are, a little harder and more challenging to deal with. Maybe they're not carrying their weight, doing their responsibilities, paying their bills, etc. I feel here how, monsters are created through lack of accountability. It can happen. It can happen with our children, with our partners, with our friends and family. People only do what they're allowed to get away with. When we allow people to slack, then that becomes a pattern in their lives where they are not productive, not responsible, and therefore not living on their greatest and highest path. Okay, so best next steps. Major Arcana card number 17, the Star. Don't lose hope, don't lose heart, don't lose faith. You've got to be strong. You've got to know that the divine hears your prayers and that you deserve resolution. You deserve everyone putting in their fair share, whether that be bills, whether that be efforts and intention and energy, even if that's any emotional quality. Like, hey guys, we all have to function together here. It's not unheard of. It's not unwarranted for you to want this in your life and with your people. Okay. And it can happen, but it takes everyone. And it takes you speaking up about what you need from these people and then holding them accountable on the back end to provide that. Because if I say, hey, I need you to do this, and then you don't do that, and then I never say anything, then I got away with it and I didn't have to do it. Okay, that's not fair to you. So there is an aspect of holding others accountable to follow through with whatever it is that you are setting out for them. That's how those things, the connections are made. Now, in your heart and at your core on the bottom of the deck here, you have the King of Swords. All right. So I want to say to you here, the King of Swords, the court cards can be people in our lives. So this could be a masculine energy in your life who wants to dictate the plan and the route. And maybe you're afraid to go against whatever this person might think or feel or say or do or whatever. That could be this. This King of Swords could be, I'll just say, a boss, a parent, a partner, somebody important in your life that kind of vetoes your own ideas, vetoes this new plan that you want to have, or maybe you're afraid that they will. And that's why you're kind of having an issue with holding those accountable, because there is that one person who thinks that the rules don't apply to them. Or maybe you feel like everyone but you. Okay, whatever the case is, it's not an everyone but you. Everyone in your life has boundaries. You have to have boundaries with everyone in your life. And depending on their role and relationship to you, they have different boundaries, different standards, different things that you will allow them to get away with. However, when we allow people to get away with a whole bunch of shit, it becomes this big snowball effect, and it's a bigger mess than we feel like we can clean up. So now, Heidi, it's up to you to speak up about your wants and your needs and your desires, the plan that you have for your life, even if this isn't a person. Like I said, court cards can be people. This is still in your heart and at your core. This is you with the master plan for your life, knowing that you want a certain quality, a certain lifestyle, goals that you have, things that you want to achieve, places to go, things to do, right? This is you knowing that all of that is in front of you and there is a plan. And as long as you stick to the plan, it's going to happen. Okay. So no throwing your hands in the air thinking everyone gets their hopes and dreams but me. Okay. None of that. You get all your hopes and dreams too, but you got to stick to your plan just as much as everyone else who's ever reached a goal. When you give up on your goals, your goal has given up on you. All right. But when you hold yourself accountable to walking towards those goals, and you know eventually you'll reach there, eventually you will get there. As long as you continue putting one foot in front of the other and carving out a lifestyle worth living now, holding those accountable who are in connection with you. Look, this is how it is. It's like this, or you can go do your own thing elsewhere. They've got to learn, and you've got to teach them. That's what I have for you, Heidi. Sending you all the love as you reinforce these healthy boundaries and attempt to restructure the routine that you have with familiar people in your lives. It takes some effort to retrain our loved ones, so that we can begin to live in a different way. And it takes consistency, dedication, and holding people accountable to the rules. That's what I have for you, hon. I thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I'm going to disconnect. I've been on for 2 hours and 43 minutes. I've got 6 people on the live. I already did a group pick a card message, guys. Who's still here with me? I thank you guys for jumping in, even though you didn't really catch a whole heck of a lot today. Excuse me. My name is Heidi. I am a psychic medium in California, in America. I'm also an energy healer, an animal communicator, and a channel for spirit messages. If you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, my links are in your description box. I won't reach out to you. Scammers do that kind of stuff all the time. Real legitimate practitioners do not have the time of day to reach out and tag random strangers. Okay. We are busy serving God and humanity and meditating and all the things. So if anyone reaches out to you, report that kind of suspicious activity, block those individuals. You should be drawn to your reader, me or anyone else. You should witness what they do. You should feel a connection. You should believe that they are evidential, and you should be the one who's making the first move. If that's me, my links are in your description box. I would love to sit with you in a private session. I also have tarot videos for order. Most of my stuff is online, but I do have in-person options for those who are local. But if you want to connect with me, my links are there. If not, I'm live tomorrow right here on my page tomorrow evening, mediumship of past loved ones only. So you better just call in your heart of hearts, tell your past loved ones to show up, and I will be there too. Until the next one, I send you all so much love and so many blessings. Have a great, wonderful night.